Hey y'all, welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. I'm your host, Edward Euler. Tonight we're reaching back a bit, I guess. 2011 Village, designed by The Brands, Inca and Marcus, and published by Eggert Spiele, Tasty Minstrel, Stronghold, and I think 16 other publishers. So welcome everybody watching around the world live as well as after the fact. You guys know these cats, well, you should by now.
Yeah, Matt, Michael,
Tony.
All right, so before we get started, big thanks to all our patrons out there that help make all of this possible. Today, especially want to highlight Ben Kutcher. So Ben, definitely appreciate the support. And while you're at it, check it out over at caffeine.tv/heavy cardboard. We're going to be live over there on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be our kind of big live stream debut over there. So Village, tonight we're going to be playing with both the expansions. However, when I teach the game, I'm going to teach the base game without the expansions. Then we will piecemeal on the two expansions after the fact and go from there. It's a pretty easy teach overall, maybe 20-30 minutes at most. Not too bad. So Tony and I are the experienced players. These two, not so much. So keep that in mind when you place your bets.
I'm thinking it's got to be about a year since I played this game, so
thereabouts maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be fun.
So I was pretty stoked to come over here and play it tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So cool. All right, y'all ready? So as always, I'm going to take the camera down and the chat down while we get started, but I'll bring them up here in a little bit. So village life is hard, but it leaves plenty of room for its residents to develop and find their way in life. Some choose a life in the city council, some in the church, some as craftsmen, while others choose to explore the world. Each player controls the fate of a different village family, trying to leave their mark on the world. But remember, Father Time, still undefeated. No one can stop the passage of time, and thus, family members will pass away. Those that worked hard and left an indelible mark on the village are forever remembered in the Village Chronicle. Others die in obscurity. Just remember, make the most of your time and other resources, and may the best family win. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's such a,
Best family?
Yeah, right, exactly.
May the red family win.
Oh, it says you.
Yes.
All right, so what you guys are looking at here, the main board, what I would ask is basically all of this stuff, disregard during the initial teach. This has to do with the expansions, and we'll get into those later. So on the main board, though, we have the victory point track around the outside. Then on the main board areas, we have the grain harvest here. Oops, making a mess over here. We have the family location, the craft area of the board, the market, the travel area, which actually isn't going to come into play tonight, the council chamber, the church, the well, and when we get there, the inn, which is actually going to cover this area as well as this area, and the brewery will be here. The port expansion will cover all of that area. So over here, this will be the Village Chronicle during the game and the Anonymous Graves, since these are going to be covered up with the expansions.
Potter's Field there.
Right, yeah, no doubt. So there's also a player board and our tableau area. So we have our main player board here, and on the outside is a time track with a bridge. And much like they say when pets die, they cross the rainbow bridge. Well, your family members, when the time marker crosses the bridge, one of your family members passes away. This is also going to be the repository for family members, influence cubes that we're going to acquire, and grain, as well as money. And this is the first player token. Yeah, y'all know better.
I'll put that in the box.
There you go. This is the first player marker for us. So the game takes place over an indeterminate number of rounds until either a deceased family member fills the final resting spot in the village chronicle, here meaning all of those are filled up, or the anonymous graves. So at the beginning of each round, if a player has acquired the next starting player marker, this ring right here, during the previous round, they now take the starting player marker, return the ring there, and take this. Otherwise, the starting player isn't going to change. All plague cubes, which are these black cubes out here, along with the appropriate number of influence cubes, and that's going to be determined by the player count in this little board. You'll notice we're playing 4 players, so we're going to be using this tile here. So all plague cubes, as well as the appropriate number of influence cubes, are then going to be added back into the green bag, which is where we're going to be randomly drawing the mix of these different cubes out here. Then a certain number of those cubes are going to be randomly drawn and placed out here. And apparently these various cubes have actual things associated with them, like the brown are faith, and I'll be honest, until I was actually making my teaching notes for tonight or for today, I had no idea. They're pink cubes, orange cubes, brown cubes, green cubes.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
They're called influence cubes, but like, yeah, pink.
Yeah.
Pink's good.
Yeah, right. All right, cool. All right, so finally, beginning with the starting player, players are going to take turns carrying out actions when the last cube is taken from the board. So once all these cubes are removed by the players, the current round is finished, new round begins, filling the green bags, seeding the board, rinse and repeat again until the village chronicle is filled or all the anonymous graves are filled. Cool? Any questions so far?
So there will be blood.
All right, so on your turn, you either must take an influence or plague cube. You must take a cube from the board or activate the well, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. So taking a cube from the board, if it's an influence cube, i.e. not a black cube, you're going to place it over here on your farmyard. And let's say I choose this orange cube. I'll place it over here on my farmyard. And you're not limited by the number of cubes here. However, if it's a plague cube, if I had chosen this cube, for instance, I immediately lose 2 time, or gain 2 time, as it were. So my time marker is going to move 2 spaces from wherever it is. All right, easy enough. You then perform the action on the action space where you took the cube from. So for instance, if I took it from this area, I would take whatever that action allows me to do. Pretty simple. The well over here, instead of taking a cube from one of the action spaces, you can turn in 3 of a kind to then take any one action that is out there. It's basically a wild. You're turning in 3 of a kind for one action. All right. However, taking a well action is only available as long as there is at least 1 cube left out here. It doesn't matter, could be a plague cube, could be any other color cube. As long as there is a cube available, you can take a well action. Once all the cubes are done, that's it, no more well actions. Cool? So whenever you perform an action that costs time, which is represented by these hourglass markers out here on the various spots on the board, you move your marker that associated number of time. So for instance, if I had to spend 2 time, I would move 2 time, etc., etc. If at any point I cross that bridge, I finish the action, then I have to kill off one of my members. All right, so more on that here in a little bit. Any questions so far? Cool. All right, so let's go over what the available actions are. So we'll start with the grain harvest. This one's really, really simple. If you have some members on your farm, which everyone starts with 4 of their family members on their farm. Technically, they could be placed here, but for clarity, I moved them up here. So as long as you have at least 1 person on your farm, you're going to get 2 grain, as indicated here. If you have multiple people on your farm, you still get 2 grain. You don't get 2 grain per dude that's on your farm, or dudette, as it were. In addition to that, if you have If you have an ox and a plow, you're going to get 4 grain. If you have a horse and a plow, you're going to get 3 grain. Again, those do not stack. Okay, so as long as you have one person on your farm, you can do one of those things. Obviously, if you have those, you're going to want to get more grain. You are limited to 5 grain as silhouetted here. In addition to that, sorry, brain cramp. Like I said, it's one time only, no matter how many guys you have. All right, so the next action is the family action. So you see people here getting married. This is actually where you're going to be able to get more family members or have babies. So you're either going to do one of two things. You're either going to get a new family member. That family member will then come to the farm. It must be the lowest value available, and everybody has 2s, 3s, and 4s available to them. So if I have 2s available, I have to take a 2, etc., etc. All right. Or instead of having a baby like that, what I could do is, if I had a worker that was out here already, I could then choose to bring them back to my farm. That's the way to bring them back to the farm, which is the family action. So it's an either or. Okay? Easy enough?
Got to keep your birth rate up.
Yeah, right, definitely. All right. And I should note, you cannot remove anybody that's died and bring them back to your farm. Once they're dead, they're dead. They stay there, okay? That's actually stressed in the rule book. I don't know if stressed is the right word, but yeah, that once they're in there, they're in there.
No zombie
Yeah,
expansion?
that's what I heard. They're going to do a Living Dead expansion.
Very funny. All right. So anytime you're going to place workers out here or family members out here on the board, they must come from your farm. Okay? Family action gets more workers to your tableau. Your tableau to out here is by placing or taking cubes. Cool? All right. Moving on to the crafts section of the board, which is over here. This is going to allow you to produce 1 good tile or obtain 2 coins in one of the 5 craft buildings that are over here based on what they do. And again, we're just talking about the base game. We'll incorporate the inn when we get there. So there are 2 ways of producing a good at each craft building except for the mill, and you can choose either to pay for the produced good with time. So to do it, you place a family member from your farmyard onto the craft building that you want to use if one's not already there. So maybe I say I want to be able to take that action. You're going to spend the corresponding amount of time. So in this case, place a person, a family member, 2 hourglasses. So 1, 2. Obviously, I will have had to have taken a cube to take the action, right? Yep. You then immediately produce the corresponding good, pay as much as indicated by the production arrow. So for instance, okay, I placed it. Now I'm going to spend 2 more time. So getting back to this, 1. So a total of 4 time was spent, 2 to place them and 2 here to produce a scroll. And then I would get 1 scroll from the supply, add it to my tableau. Cool, there, boom, done. Easy enough, right? All of these are very similar. It's just what you get. Here you'll get a ox or a horse, get a wagon, get a plow, etc., etc. Cool? All right. Your worker or your family member is going to stay there in perpetuity unless either you take the family action to bring them back or, a moment of silence, they die. And there's no limit to the number of family members that can be out here, okay? Regardless of the number of players, we all can have somebody at a building, et cetera, et cetera. Having multiple workers at the same building doesn't do you any good, okay? Cool. All right, the other option is to pay for the produced good with influence cubes or grain. So I have somebody here. Actually, let me reframe. Even if I don't have somebody there, I can choose. So for instance, I could take this pink cube, pay the pink cube back to the supply, and get a scroll. Okay, easy enough.
And then you don't have to place one of your family members there?
However, if I have my family member there already, I don't place another one. I don't pay the original 2 time. I just pay 2 time and get the scroll. It's an either or. Okay. Now, obviously, there's going to be, you see, it's grain instead of a cube. So, and I don't have to take a pink cube. I could take a brown cube, but I would then have to pay a pink cube to the game. Okay. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think thematically you're purchasing the goods instead of having your family member produce them and learn that trade.
Cool. All right. You don't, and again, if you're going to purchase it, as Tony just said, you don't have to have somebody there. You can, maybe you don't want to spend the time because maybe they'll die off potentially. Okay?
Got it. Cool.
All right. Also, at the mill here, you can pay two time and return 2 bags of grain to the supply in exchange for 2 coins. So the iconography is pretty good, right? Turn in 2 grain, pay 2 time, get 2 coins. Pretty simple. Notice you don't place a worker there. You
Just take a cube.
do it, okay? And again, to take any of the actions, there has to be a cube here. So now let's go ahead and talk about the market. So you'll notice there's only 1 cube at the market. Just so happens that in our case, it's a plague cube.
I apologize.
So all players...
Influenza type A cube.
Right. All players can participate in the market action is the only one that must be carried out when it's triggered. Everything else is a may. This is a must. Okay? Whoever triggered that action becomes the first player who serves one of the customers directly in front of the stall on the spaces with the blue borders. Okay?
It's these 5 tiles.
To serve a customer, turn in the required goods and or grain to the supply, take the customer tile, put it face down next to your farmyard, boom, at the end of the game, it's going to be worth however many points are printed on it. So as you can see, this one, and I'll bring it over here so you guys can see it a little bit better, right there, it's going to be worth 4 points, and it required I turn in 2 scrolls. Easy enough? Cool? All right? Good. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about earlier with the farmyard. You don't actually turn these things in. You just have to have them for the grain. Okay, cool. All right. Put that back. Then, in clockwise direction from whoever triggered the market action, players may pay 1 green influence cube specifically and 1 time to be able to service one of the customers.
So that's that's what these 5
There you go.
areas are
That's
referring to?
exactly what it is. Okay. So these 4, or I'm sorry, those 5 are what's coming next. Cool. Market day continues in clockwise direction till all the customers have been served or all players have passed. So again, the only player that must take the action is the player that triggered it, but in clockwise order, everyone else may also serve a customer. Okay? Once that's over, we're going to refill all the blue bordered spaces with these guys. We'll draw out new ones, etc., etc. Cool? That's market action. Traveling. I'm going to very briefly go over this since we're not going to be playing it tonight because the port covers that. You can either take a family member from your farmyard and place them into one of the 2 neighboring cities out there that can be reached from the village, or move one of your family members that's already on there to an adjacent city. So you would spend the associated goods. So in this case, it would be 2 time and a wagon. And then certain influence cubes, in this case, would be 2 brown cubes. You would discard them. You would move one of your family members there, and you would immediately get the 3 points. You would put one of your markers on there. Boom, done. That's all we're going to talk about traveling because that's not going to come into play. Okay? Cool. All right. So next is the council chamber. So you can use this action 3 different ways. There's no limit to the number of family members. Take a family member from your farmyard, place them onto the first stage of the council chamber. So right there, exactly. This costs 1 time and 2 green influence cubes, or 1 time and a scroll. You can see it's 1 time and it's an either or. Okay. However, if you already have somebody there, you may move one of them forward a step. It costs either a scroll or the 2 green influence cubes, and 2 or 3 time, depending on where it is. 2 for those, 3 for that one. You then perform the privilege action, which is shown either beneath that or anyone that's previous. Note the ring. When somebody takes the ring, this is going to be the first player or the next first player marker. If somebody's already taken it, you can't take that action. Makes sense, right? It's already been chosen.
Yep.
And if you have at least 1 family member in the council chamber, you then could take the privilege action without moving a family member. In this case, you get to do it below where it is for free.
So if I already have someone here, I can just take 2 cubes.
There you go. Easy enough without having to pay the scroll or the green cubes.
Gotcha.
Cool? All right, so let's go over what the privileges are. They're pretty self-explanatory, but real quick, we'll just do this, all right? So the first one, again, the next starting player marker. The second one is 2 influence cubes of your choice from the supply. The third one is take a goods tile of your choice from the supply. Again, it could be any of these that are off camera. And last but not least, pay exactly 1 coin to the supply in exchange for 3 points. Pretty cool, right? Pretty simple. All right, moving on to the church here. You can add 1 family member from your farmyard to the black bag. So as Tony is showing, there are already 4 monks in the black bag. All right, and notice they all have clear stickers on them. And the reason for that is so you can't feel whether it's a monk or whether it's one of your own personal meeples. All right.
Feels like a robe.
All right, so to do that, it's either 3 time or a brown cube, and then you throw them in the bag. Okay? Family members added to the black bag can be drawn and placed onto the church during a mass, which is going to happen at the end of the round, as well as there's 1 final mass at the end of the game. And that's all the available actions in the base game. So at the end of a round, when the last cube is selected, remember once the last cube is selected, that player is going to finish their turn, no more well actions, and that's it. Okay? So then we're going to have a mass. So mass has 3 phases. So beginning with the start player, again, whoever has first player marker, and then clockwise from the direction, you can select 1 or more family members from the black bag by paying a coin per family member. Okay, so if you have a couple family members in there, you could pay 2 coins, put them out there. Okay, up to, once a total of 4 have been either bought from the bag, that's it. It's a limit of 4. However, if fewer than 4 have been bought from the bag, you draw randomly until you reach the total 4. So if one person buys one and nobody else does, we're going to randomly draw 3 from the bag. Make sense?
So you got to pay your indulgences to make sure you get in the church.
Exactly,
You
right?
betcha.
Then any monks that are drawn, we're going to throw back into the bag. Any family members that were drawn are going to go into the rightmost window over here. Okay? Right here. Any members still in the bag, hang out. Maybe they're still in training to become a monk, I guess.
Right.
And they haven't qualified to be in the church itself. Okay? Then you can pay to move to advance any of your family members that are already in the church hierarchy. You pay as many bags of grain as shown, 1, 2, or 4 to reach here. Okay. At the end of the mass, whoever has the most family members in the church is going to gain 2 points. If there's a tie, whoever's further up in the hierarchy wins the tie. Cool?
Cool.
All right. So, side note on coins, everybody starts with 1 coin. So you can get coins at the mill or when traveling in the base game. 3 possible ways to spend your coins, either to buy points here at the end of the city council, ensure your family members are chosen from the black bag, right? To be able to, or when we draw during mass at the end of a round, or those are a wild influence cube. You can always pay money instead of cubes if you wish. Not a great exchange rate, but desperate times call for desperate measures. At the end of the game, whenever the last player or the last body is put here in the chronicle or in the anonymous grave, that player finishes their turn, and then everybody else gets 1 last action, but whoever triggered it does not get another action. That's important to remember. Okay, so everyone's going to take a final turn. Then we're going to do 1 final mass, which again, you can pay to bring your people out or random draw. Then we go into final scoring. So final scoring, travel, we would score any of that. The council chamber, every family member at the end, 6, 4, 2, etc., etc. The church, 6, 4, 3, and 2. The village chronicle depends on how many people you have in the various, or in the Chronicle. If you have 3, you'll score 4, etc., etc. The customer tiles, we're going to add up all those victory points, and every coin is worth a point. Okay? Whoever has most points wins. So that's the base game. Cool? All right? Any questions on that? And there is a special case if the game ends during the market phase, but it's an edge case. I'm not going to go over it.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
I do have one quick question.
Sure, go for it.
In the church and the council chamber, the victory points in each slot, that's only applies at the end of the game.
Right, except for unless you're purchasing points here.
Okay.
So if your family member dies, you know how many points you get?
0.
All right, there you go. All right,
Well,
cool.
hopefully 4 eventually. You got to start calling them off to get enough points there, I guess.
And there's a question in chat real quick that you can only move 1 space per round.
Per mass?
Yeah, per mass. I want to double check that. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and talk about the different regions, and we'll bring in the inn first. Actually, we'll bring in the port as well. So the inn is going to actually physically cover that section of the board. Then the brewery is going to cover this section of the board. And the port is up there. So we're going to talk about the inn first. So as you can see, the Chronicle and the Graves are now covered, and that's where these come in, okay? So the big changes here, the brewery works just like the regular craft buildings. However, you get to produce beer, okay? Makes sense? So again, place a worker, 3 time, and then 3 more time produces 2 beer, or pay 3 grain produces 2 beer. Okay, cool. All right. Then there's the inn. So the inn here, if you have somebody hanging out here at the inn, it's a worker placement, just like normal. There are 3 available actions on a given turn. You can draw cards, and we'll cover these cards as they come out. Yeah, pretty much. So there's going to be, you're going to choose the top card of one of the 3 villager decks, which we will splay these out as we get started. We just didn't want, I didn't want to have them out while we were teaching until we, okay. And you can upgrade or move as many spots as you have wheat or as you have grain. However, you'll notice your maximum is 5, so you can never make that final jump in 1 turn unless you were already there. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you're going to choose the top 1 of the 3 villager decks, place that card face up at the bottom of the same deck, and then acquire the villager card that now is on top of one of the 3 villager decks. Pay the cost of the card. So we'll go ahead and show a couple of these. I'll bring them over here. I hope the glare is not too bad. There we go. So this would cost 1 beer. As you'll notice, some cost 2 beer, etc., etc. And then as the cards come out, we'll go, as they're available, we'll go ahead and cover those. That's pretty much it. There are 2 types of cards also. There are some with a full candle and some with a burned down candle on them. And the burned down candle is going to be end of game scoring, and the regular candle is going to be during the game, okay? And they might have prereqs on them, as you guys can see there. Cool. That's pretty much it for the inn. So,
Okay.
Tony, you're going to cover the port?
Yeah, we'll talk about the port a little bit then. As you can see, it covers the old travel spot here, and there's some goods that are out here on the travel location. There's cocoa baskets, tea bales, and treasure chests. And so basically, you can sail around out here with your boat and do
call.
things. Hey, nice job. And do things like gather these 3 types of goods to bring them back to market. You can also install your family members in the various locations here. Plus, you can also trade some of the rectangular tiles, the goods tiles, for victory points on those islands. And you do that via your boats. And so here's your boat right here.
Here. Right here.
There you go. You can see there your boat has 3 hold spaces. And so you can carry up to 3 things on your boat. But in between those hold spaces, you notice that's a not equal sign. And so I can put up to 3 different kinds of things onto my boat. Okay, so I can put an ox, a family member and
Some beer here.
Whatever.
We'll do a horse, a beer, and a family
there
member.
you go. You
There
know,
we
so then I can go ahead and set sail with those things on my boat to go ahead and use them out here on the map somewhere to get my points and things. So let's talk about just how that travel action works. Okay, so when you take a cube from that location, you may do the travel action. And so you got a bunch of choices here. You can either set sail from the port because you're in port, or you can continue sailing from wherever you are at sea, or you can return to the port, okay? And so when you set sail, the first thing you're going to have to do is hire a captain to guide your ship. And there's 3 captain's decks here. They're all different. The difference between the 3 decks are a cost: 1 coin, 2 coin, and 3 coins.
1, 2, 3, as you guys can see at the top of the coins.
Guess what? The guys that cost 3 are more efficient than the guys that cost 2 or 1, right?
Crazy.
Crazy. But you can pick any captain you want, okay? And essentially, your captain, your first move is free, and then additional movements will cost you 1 or 2 cubes, okay?
So what does a ship moving look like?
So if I was to go out to sea with my red boat, I would leave the port and I would follow these blue lines to either here, here, or here, okay? So if I wanted to go there, that would be my captain's free move. And let's say I splurged and spent 3 coins on this captain. My first move is free. Additional moves cost me a pink cube. So if I had some pink cubes in my supply, I could spend 1, none, several of them to continue moving until I got to my destination or ran out of pink cubes. Notice that some of these spots have a time symbol on them. So people are you know, your family is going to age while you're out at sea here.
So it's not a completely free move.
It is not
the
a completely
captain's
free
first
move,
move ends up
unless you
there.
wanted to go 1 at a time, which is pretty slow sailing. You'll notice there's some docks here. So if you dock, you can then interact with the island. So if I interacted on this island, I could go ahead and get a T-bale, or if I had a brown cube and a
Cart.
wagon,
A wagon, right? Yeah, yeah.
I could go ahead and install one of my family members there. So when I do that, though, if it's a missionary church, that's what they're called. I wanted to
Right.
see what that
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah.
You take the family member from your ship tile.
So again, this goes back to if you had a family member on your ship that was
Right.
already there.
Right. He doesn't
Okay.
come from your farm or anything.
Correct.
Okay,
They have.
so-
Well, that makes sense because your farm is here in the village. You're going off into somewhere under the wild blue yonder.
Correct. And then, so I'd have to have the wagon on my boat, but the cube could be in my supply. All right, so, yeah, the
Just send
wagon
those
is
cubes
from
out.
the whole of your ship. So that's how this stuff works. So a wagon and a brown cube. Here it's just a brown and an orange cube to put my family member in there. But I can also trade an ox or a wagon for 4 points if they're on my ship. I could trade a plow for 3 victory points if they're on my ship, etc. So that's how those things work. When you want to return to port, you just pay 1 time and you go back to port. Okay.
No matter where you are.
No
you
matter
just
where you are.
Transport up to
That's right.
back up to port.
There's a little symbol right here. It's like 1 time back to port.
Okay.
Okay. To just help you remember that. So you notice there's a green shield here, just like the travel spot. So when your family members die,
And that's
there,
one thing I realized that I didn't actually cover was whenever a player actually has their time marker crossed, they finish the action that they were going to do, then they choose one worker, one of their family members with the lowest value out there. So, and up until later on, if I have various family members, let's say this dude's been drinking at the inn. So there are my 3. My other one is on my ship right now. Whenever it crosses the bridge, I have to kill one of my lowest level people. Okay, where they die signifies where they go. Okay, so you'll notice the different color shields or flags that are available. So here we have the yellow shield. So there's 3 spots in a 4-player game here. So if so, you're going to place them there. If that's full, if there are already 3 here, then this guy unfortunately will go there. And actually, we need to cover that one as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah. So when your family members die at sea, they'll still go to this green area over here.
Right.
But if that's full, they won't go to the potter's field. They'll actually be buried at sea.
Moment of silence again.
And the people that are eligible to die at sea are the people in your boat, because it's got a green shield on it, or the people that you've installed at the missions out there. So there's 3 spots here for being buried at sea. The first one's worth 2 victory points. The second one is worth 1, and the last one is worth 0. And that is also a game end trigger. So if 3 people are buried at sea, that joins the ranks of the things that trigger the end of
here, here, or there. All right, and we didn't want to cover that until we actually talked about the port. That's it. Any questions? Pretty simple.
On the tavern here, I don't see a shield.
Yeah, I didn't see a shield on that either, but
So you can't go down as a legendary drinker.
No,
that's exactly
you go
it.
right to the potter's field. And it's kind of obvious, but I'll state it anyway. But when goods are on your ship and you're out at sea,
Those goods are not available.
They're not available for your market actions or your guild actions, nothing like that. So,
All right, so we are going to set up the deck, and then I will bring up the chat and everything, then we'll get started. So 3 of 10.
sounds
So
good.
any questions from the peanut gallery while we're waiting?
I'm gonna give a shout out. I started a new job, last week.
Boo, hiss, boo.
And
there goes
I sent this
CCMF.
YouTube link to
Yeah.
my new coworkers, my boom townies.
Okay.
So hey boom townies.
All right,
If
so
you're
here we
watching.
go. So these are the 3 that are available to start the game. And you guys will be able to follow along with everybody there on the board, and then I'll use my tableau cam. Everybody starts also with 1 beer. I suppose I had to give the scroll back. And there we go.
I got my beer, got my
So
coin.
let me bring up chat and everything, and here we go.
I got my first generation of peeps.
Oops. There we go. All right, cool. All right. Welcome, everybody. I see some new names, so that's always good to see. Cool. So I didn't see any questions from the peanut gallery. So either everybody's played this already, or they understood the teach. So cool, easy enough. So there is one strategy that's legit as far as rushing death, killing off your people if you're able to. I should note also there is one more modular expansion, the end game goals that we're not playing with.
Yeah, they're kind of cool. Their life goals are cool.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that sort of.
Yeah, so we just decided, you know what, we're not going to include that.
All my first generation, they smoke and drink a lot. They do. Yeah,
All right, cool. Gotta love a game where you
Unhealthy.
need to die to win. Exactly, Banker Dave. All right, so to start out with, green cubes are always nice because you need green cubes to be able to do things up there
Yeah.
as well as here.
And the cool thing is when you take that market action, the person that takes it doesn't have to pay.
Exactly.
So you need to have green cubes in your reserve so you can take advantage of them going to the market.
You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and take a green cube here, put it over here on my tableau. I don't have any of those things. I do have dudes there, so I will get 2 wheat or 2 grain.
Wait, we started? Yes.
So there's one. Place your bets now, y'all, also. So there we go. That's my turn. I have my green cube. Good. Boom. Done.
Nice. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do that. So let's get a family member placed. I'm going to go ahead and take a green cube. Go figure. Put it here. I'm going to get a person to be learned in the field of animal husbandry, I assume.
So that costs you 3 times.
3 time
and
to
then,
place my guy and learn him up,
and then.
and 3 time to produce an ox, please.
All right.
So,
1 oxen.
1, 2, 3.
Wait,
1,
no.
2, 3.
That'd be 1 ox. Oxen is plural, correct?
Yes. All right, sir. I'm done.
Christopher says cube colors are very thematic. Persuasion to sell or rise. And I don't know if you heard, Christopher, but I'll be honest. Up until today, I had no idea they actually had things like persuasion and all that. So I apologize that
Andreas, I don't like wearing my hats this way
I
because
look
of this.
funny.
I
I
don't
look
like
funny.
the brim. You know,
I look
so
funny
This
in
is my New Orleans Saints hat, though.
yeah, you are one of those people that cannot wear a hat the normal way.
If you don't know me, I can get away with it. I did it at a poker table last night, so that was that. And what is that, Eric? Edward for third. Really? Really?
Who's
Okay.
up?
All right, I'm taking a pink cube and spending some time to make a cart.
All right, so six
Six
time.
time.
Six
Nice.
time. Can I
Oh,
get
you
a-
probably want the cart.
That would
Don't
be-
put it
that'd be
before the
nice.
horse.
Or the ox.
I guess I've already done that then, haven't I?
So hold on.
Or-
Oh wait, you wanted the plow. Okay.
Oh, that's a plow, yeah.
It is.
Plow. Oh, plow wagon.
Yeah, whatever.
Cart.
All right,
I want
Matt?
this tile.
Put a plow in the front of a wagon. You do two things at once. Plow your field and haul a bunch of stuff around.
Is there anything better than our peanut gallery? Fibrous lizard, oxus castrated male bovine, aged at least 1 year.
Whoa.
Whereas and he says oxen is indeed plural. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe fibrous lizard actually is a rancher.
He knows too much about
Right.
this.
I think it's somewhere in South Dakota, maybe. I can't.
Under there.
So 4 time, and you get a scroll, sir.
Fibrous
And
lizard.
1, 2,
Medieval
3,
farmer.
4.
Welcome, stranger. All right. Yeah, cool. Good deal. Not on accident, by the way, there. All right. So back to me. We have a couple of grain now. So what could I do? I could only have one. So I'm still short of grain. You know what? I got it. Let's go ahead and start working the church. So I'm going to take the brown cube that's there. I'm going to then take one of my workers and throw him into the bag. But I have to pay something. I will go ahead and pay the 3 time. So 3 time, boom, done. All right, I finally got a worker on the board in theory, but not really. Okay.
Oh,
Not a rancher. I've worked with cattle before. All right, cool. There we go.
Right on. Right on. I am going to get silly and kill somebody. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to learn how to build plows as well.
Okay.
So that's going to be 6 time
All right.
and a plow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you finished the action, which,
Yep.
okay, done. Now somebody has to die. It could either be, don't forget, could be your farm, and you'll notice that your farm has a purple shield on it. Right?
They
So-
die peacefully at home.
right. In their
It,
own bed.
It's going to be. Boy, yeah, that's tough. This guy at the farm.
All right.
He was drinking this beer, talking to the axe, tripped over the plow.
And cracked his noggin. There you go.
It's a rough way to go.
There you go.
All right, well, I'm going to do something similar. Going here for an ox, and that's going to cost me 6 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I also need to kill someone off.
And you'll notice there's only 2 for green,
Oh, yeah.
and there's 3 on those. Yeah, you
Thanks,
do
I
have
forgot
to take a
my
cube.
That was
Well,
the important part
take
of
a
that.
cube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Step 1, take a cube. There must be a cube there.
I'll take an orange one.
I was
Good
excited
call,
to have
Treasure
my guy
Rabbit.
die.
Right.
I'll have this one die off.
Oh,
I'll
no.
go into the
So yellow.
book as a legendary Cartwright.
All
right.
right. Nice job, man. I love this guy.
Matt.
It's the first time I'm playing with Michael, so.
Yeah.
But that was, that was
I
awesome.
suppose, actually, here, real quick, before you go, Matt, I will go over what these 3 are. I suppose we ought to do it as we go over them. So remember, you're going to bury one of these to the bottom of the deck, and then you're going to choose one of the new 3. So there's 2 of the 3 will still be there. So let's go. So we got the councilman, the scholar, and the wagon maker. So these 2 are in-game. This is end-game. So let's see. The scholar here says you get additional points for pink influence cubes that you see. It even says pink influence cubes. It doesn't call it by what it is. It says
Knowledge.
pink.
Yeah.
Just pay.
That you have left on your farmyard. 1, 2, or 3
It's
is
on a
2, 4,
T-shirt
and
that says
6.
"Pink cubes is power."
And coins can't be
Nice.
used as a joker for that.
So then if you have more than 3, it's worth nothing.
Nothing past 3. So the councilman here, to play this card, you must have at least 1 family member in the council chamber. Immediately gain 2 privilege. according to the stage of one of your family members in council chamber. This means you can choose any privilege of the same or lower, and you can either choose 2 different privileges or the same privilege twice. So if you have one here, you could choose 2 of those, you could choose this and that, you could choose those 2, however you want to do it. Cool? And the wagon maker is going to be a real big surprise. Immediately take a wagon from the supply and put it next to your farmyard. Pretty simple. But remember, it costs a coin to hire them. 2 beer, 1 beer.
Cool.
Cool? All right. Good.
All right.
Christopher, he's a scholar. Take a hint.
I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go there. So 1 time and the scroll.
And take your
and
cube.
Green cube.
All right. Then,
And you can kiss the ring.
all right, cool. So you will get that at the beginning of the next turn. All right, cool. And I need beer.
Sounds
So-
delicious.
Yellow here. Let's see, that would be 8 time. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm good with that. So I'm going to spend 8 time to go and put this dude out here. So that's 6 there.
Ooh.
So this goes back
Yep,
into
I'll
the
take
bag.
that so I can get it back in the
It's
sack.
going to be 2 for the plague cube and then 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go ahead and kill him off. So that will go there. Then, because I produced here, so 2 beer.
Nice.
Tasty, tasty. Brings me up
Indeed.
to 3 beer. Done.
Cool. Well, it's time for Uncle Regis here, who's a noted alky. He's going to go hang out at the bar.
Which cube would you like, sir?
I would like the green one, of course.
Well, I don't know that. Okay.
And
So, again, you pay 2 times total.
2 time, yep. Ding, ding.
Okay, so which one would you like to bury?
I want to bury the pink cubes.
Okay, scholar.
Yep, scholar.
Okay, so the scholar gets buried.
And I want to purchase the wagon maker.
All right, for 1 coin, and over there.
Oh, and
So
I get this wagon now, correct?
yes,
All right.
immediately because you paid the beer, right?
I'll just set this over to
or
the
the
side.
coin.
The coin,
Sure.
yep.
Yeah. So there you go.
Sweet.
All right, so now we have 2 new ones. We have the Guildmaster and the Traveler. The Guildmaster says you get additional points for orange influence cubes that you have left on your family yard or your farmyard. 1, 2, and 3, 2, 4, and 6. Again, same thing. Can't substitute more than 3 is wasted. Here, the Traveler says on the travel map,
Which we don't have.
which we don't have. So we're actually going to get rid of him. Okay, so instead we have the Peasant Woman. You get 1 additional point for every bag of grain on your farmyard. Notice it's at the end of the game, i.e. max of 5, right? Cool. All right.
All right, so me.
Sir.
Well, I've got my ox. I've got my plow cart thing.
Here comes a, yep.
Here comes
farm.
some making grain. So that'll be 4.
Nice. All about efficiency, right? Pat?
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're gonna also go
Take a cube.
there. Take a brown cube.
Easy to forget because you're so focused on what the action itself is.
Yep. So that's 6 time
Yes,
for
sir.
an ox.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, somebody's gonna die.
Uh-oh.
You're
Oh.
gonna die, clown.
This game's vicious.
It really is.
And
Remember, it could be your farm or anybody out here. Nobody's used the port yet, which I find interesting.
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I got my grain, so
All right.
Oh, you
Got it,
are
yeah.
grained up, buddy.
yeah, let's
that's as far as my play went so far.
we'll kill the yellow guy.
You yeller. Okay, there's 1 spot left, and that's a little hard to see right there, but you can see. There you go. Matt's got. We'll do it this way. Put him there and put there, and I put those upside down so that it's obvious that it's a non-player color. Okay,
Sounds cool.
Cool, because it's less than 5 players. So I got beer for a reason, but I also need a scroll.
It's for drinking, right?
I do need a pink cube. I need a pink cube.
Hey, you can get one at church or join me at the bar. Come to the inn.
Need a pink cube for a scroll to that. Got it. I am actually going to join my buddy Tony. There. I will take said pink cube. There. I will go ahead and pay my 2 time. So 1, 2. I will go ahead and hire the councilman here. So I'm actually, those are for the end of the round. So my councilman, I owe 2 beer. Seems appropriate. And now, to be able to, oh, it's when I hire it. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. That's right. And I have to bury somebody. So hold on. So if that's the case,
Oh, end of game grain.
I'm thinking that's worth 5 orange cubes, or 6.
Of course, you don't have to do anything. You just take the pink cube. Join me at the bar. Take the pink cube.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend 1, and I will go ahead and take, let's take the peasant woman.
And send somebody to the bottom.
Yep, and I will actually send the guildmaster to the bottom.
All right.
There, and so the peasant woman is going to give me 5 points, hopefully, at the end of the game if I'm playing well. Okay, cool. There we go. So now let's go back over the 2 new ones that came out. We got the scrap dealer and the noblewoman. The scrap dealer, let me find it. Play this card at the end of a market day, but right before any empty spaces in front of the stalls are filled up with customers from the waiting line. You can take a customer tile from those left in front of the stalls free of charge and place it down in front of you. You can't combine that with the banker. That's awfully good. Then there's the noblewoman. Gain 2 prestige points on the prestige track, i.e. 2 victory points. Also choose one and only one of the 3 villager decks and gain 1 card of your choice from that deck. Return the deck to its place without changing the order of the cards. Take the chosen card into your hand or play it. And it's actually into your hand, so I could have taken the councilman. No big deal. I got a dude there. I'll deal with it later.
She is
Cool.
quite noble.
All right, done. James, have a good evening.
The kid here, I'll take this green cube. Don't read anything into that. And I'll take a family action, so I'll bring a 2nd generation member to my farm.
All right.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Yep. Down and dirty, quick and
Good
easy.
call, Christopher.
All right. I'll do the same, but with an orange cube.
All right.
I'll do the same thing with the brown cube.
Everyone's scared of killing their people.
Guys
That's
copying me?
weird.
What do you mean? Everybody's got dead guys. Granted, they were weaker than other family members.
I only have 2 grain.
Frail.
I don't have any dudes. I guess we're gonna have some babies.
Oh, look at that. Only
There you
black
go.
cubes left.
Yep, that's all right. So
Yeah,
I'll take a
right.
plague. So move 2 time, and I bring out another person here at the farm. Done.
Plague baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I think it's going to be time to do the
Don't do it.
grain
Okay.
action.
All right. That's allowed.
All right. We'll allow it. And so I have an ox and a plow and a dude on my farm. So that would be 4 greens.
Yeah, it
please.
goes into your hand. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Fair point, Christopher. That's a good point. Hey, Adam. The fact that you actually get 4 choices of cards because you actually get to send one to the bottom. Like, okay, I don't want that one. There, and now you have more choices. So that's a
Gotcha.
fair point.
Gotcha.
Good point.
I'm going to make some beer.
I approve of this.
So I've got my 3 grain.
Okay. So 2 burr.
And you get this brown cube for doing
Yes,
so.
right?
So-
Take the cube.
So to tie this in with Punching Cardboard, I was listening to their show last night on the way back from playing cards, and they had this big discussion about how IPAs are the brew of hipsters. So my question is this like an IPA? Is this a stout? What is it you're brewing?
Mine?
Yeah.
Let's go stout.
Okay, all right. cool.
Nice.
Could be a sour, you know.
Just a regular ale. Just a
Right.
brown ale.
I like a
wrong
nice
with that?
I like a nice big Russian imperial stout.
Okay, all right.
Although this game is it's probably something German.
Probably.
Hefeweizen?
Yeah, that's
maybe?
what I was,
Yeah,
that's the
right.
word that I couldn't get out of my mouth when I was thinking about
I
it.
got your back, man. All right, what you got?
No, can't do that anymore.
You-
which I kind of wanted to.
Not
but
true. If you had 3 of a kind, you can always go to the well to take an extra action. I'm just as a reminder.
Can he use a
No.
coin there? Can he do 2 browns and a
He
coin?
can.
Okay.
You can sub in a coin,
Wild card.
except for in-game scoring.
Except for
Okay.
endgame.
For like the ones that had the.
I'm
the
just
3
hoping
of
he
a kind.
spends his coin.
Yeah, I noticed that. I caught it. It wasn't subtle.
Just a bit of
Hey,
encouragement.
Kal-El, sorry. I'm rusty. It's been a while since we've seen you around as much.
3
Hey, Ian.
there.
All right, good stuff. Let me guess, another game you want to tackle?
Did he do it on this game? Who did this game, Zart?
No, this is not Ian.
Okay.
I cannot imagine this
Lohausen?
being Ian. I don't know who did it. Oh, look. Let me see. Yep, Lohausen.
Okay.
So how do we move this guy again?
You take a cube and then you pay either of those.
Two time and a scroll, or 2 time and
Okay,
2
so
green cubes.
don't
The
have
precious
green-
green cubes.
Yes, I don't have any green cubes. Because somebody is hoovering them all up.
You
you've got
have
your
1 and a
coin.
coin?
I have one.
And
You
you'll
keep
get
bringing
2.
that up.
You'll get 2 cubes right back.
You have a pink cube. Come get a scroll.
And remember,
Oh, sorry.
hold on.
Yeah.
You can
Never
get 2
mind.
cubes
Womp
of your choice from the supply. Remember.
Lohausen.
Okay.
Oh, Ian, the port expansion is cool.
Okay, cool.
What-
Well, Tony's about to
What the hell?
get his feet wet.
We'll do that.
All right, a coin and a green.
Over there. And I'll move. Well, I get to I'll take the orange and give me 2 green.
You got it.
Hold on, where'd you take the orange from?
Right here.
Oh, yeah, and then 2 green. Yeah, gotcha.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
And you moved your time? 1, 2. Nice.
I really had a plan here, and I can't tell you what it was. You just go, right, pink. Yeah, that was it. I am way behind on things. So what I'm looking at, a couple of things. One, I need the scroll to be able to get into here since I don't have 2 green cubes. Yes, I realize I could spend my coin. But the other thing that I'm considering is I can't purchase any customers right now when somebody takes the market day. So I'm trying to figure out what the best route is to do so. Looking around the table, Tony still has 4 grain, so he could take this. He also has other stuff that he could use to get rid of,
And 3 green cubes.
right, to be able to do multiples. So my question is, I do have somebody at home here, but I also kind of want some grain. So I think we're going to go ahead and take the orange cube and just say to heck with it and take 2 grain, please. So now we are up to 4 grain, and that cost me no time. That's kind of nice.
No time.
No time.
Oh, man. That sucks badly. I am going to go ahead and...
Awesome. Andreas says that they live near Cologne, Inca and Marcus, so they'd probably be making a Kolsch. Is that how you say that? Kolsch?
Yeah, Kolsch, yeah.
It's
Good
a type
stuff.
of beer?
Good- yeah.
Okay.
That Austrian beer the Austrian guys brought was a Kolsch.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. And
Man, I
agree
need
on
that.
that, Ian. That's why when Amanda,
Craftsman space.
because
Yeah.
Village was in Amanda's top 50, and she
Hey.
said with the port expansion.
I'll take a green.
All right.
And
You
won't
already
do the
had your
action.
3 greens. You could have done the craftsman.
Yes, yes, yes.
Don't have
Sorry,
much lower
Andreas.
boat.
The green card is now the plague card.
Yes.
So is the family action and the market.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and
It's funny how
take
those
that
end
green.
up at the end.
All right.
So that's going to cost me 2
time.
time,
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
but I get lots of grain.
Lots of grain.
Refilled to maximum grain.
And Matt.
I'll do this again.
Okay.
Take that. I will pay the 2 green cubes I got previously.
Okay.
And that.
And pay 2 time.
2 time.
Yep. And now you get to take one of those 3 actions.
Nice.
And I will take a plow.
Okay. There
So
you
I
go.
was trying to get over there. I had to take 2 actions to do it over there, but hey, we're moving up in the council, so that's good, right?
You know what? I'm gonna make Tony spend it. So there we
You
go.
can make me make choices, man.
Yep. So that goes there. So that's going to cost me 2 time to start. 1, 2. Then I must take the market action, and the only one that I actually can take currently is this one for 3 grain. So I will pay my 3 grain, I will take my customer, flips over, I will peg those points at the end of the game, and the turn of the yellow player is complete.
But the market action is not complete.
Correct. So now it goes
And
to
this does
T.
not refill until the end, right?
Correct.
So yes.
All right.
So that scoring is.
Oh, nice, Andreas. Thanks. All right.
That
All right.
scoring is just at the end, so that it's a bit of a secret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's HTI. It's hidden trackable information. So whatever.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. An ox
So
and a grain.
okay, and that costs you 1 green and a time.
And here's the green, and here's the time. Here's
Okay.
the ox and the grain.
All right.
I'll take this tile. I'll put it over, say, right there. Make
Okay,
a stack.
cool.
And then, do you have a green and
I do have a green.
anything you wish to?
Well, this one, if
Well,
I'm understanding
nope,
that right,
we can only
it's
serve these.
Only
There
ones
you
up
go.
You
here.
see that arrow?
Okay.
These will
Right.
fill in. This will slide. These will fill.
Yep.
And then there's 2 other market actions here. Okay, I want you to note that because this action is when you,
Oh,
you
the
these
board.
these baskets of cocoa, and this one is the bales of tea. Okay, so you get 7 points for the baskets of cocoa. You get 5 points in a coin for the bags of tea. So
Okay.
these
So
2
those score
market
right
actions
away.
are part of this.
Okay, but these two would score immediately
All
since
yes.
there's not a tile. to
Correct.
take.
Correct.
Okay, so it's a question of whether I want to part with my ox.
And that's why I wanted to cause you guys to either miss out on the market or to stop getting so much grain. That was my plan.
I'll let my ox live to see another day.
Cool.
All right. And I believe once you pass, you are out permanently.
And
You
I don't
cannot-
have a green to spend, so
Back to you.
And I do have a coin and I do have a green. Alas, I do not have anything that anybody wants. Or I don't have what they want, I should say,
Yeah.
so I pass.
Nor do I.
All
I mean,
right.
I do have a wagon, but I've got a different plan for that wagon.
Okay, so
apparently you've set the things on it that it needs. I have a
Yes.
feeling I know where you're
Yeah,
going.
I'm going to go over here.
okay,
Telegraphing.
So refill the market,
All
please.
right, market's over.
Yep, market day is done. There you go. Move them on up.
Move the whole
Moving on up.
sideboard.
There we go.
Moving on
And
up.
refill the last 2
Throw
spots.
a couple more there.
No, these two.
And we are playing with some of the expansion tiles as well as
Yeah.
they come out.
Here's a promo of a beggar. You give him 2 coins for 5.
There you go,
victory
5 points.
yeah.
Nice. And treasure chest and a beer.
Yeah.
More beer. And
So-
what is that one, T?
So this one is you serve a beer to him,
Yep.
and at the end of the game, all of the in cards that you have
Yeah.
for end game scoring, notice there's a little burn down candle
Yep.
are worth a victory point.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So even if you didn't collect all those pink cubes, you might
Yeah.
still get a victory point out
Gotcha.
of it.
Okay, cool. All right, so that was my market day. T, you're up.
All right. I need cubes pink,
There are a few options, actually.
but I'm not going to put anybody in the church because I don't want to bring lightning bolts down on me.
All right.
Tends to
And
happen.
remember, the market is the only mandatory action. Everything else is voluntary. Okay. So if you count, there's a total of 6 actions left. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Matt will finish it unless.
So Matt will get a black cube
Unless somebody takes
along with Michael.
a well action.
And then this brown one over there too.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was one of them.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 6.
So remind me, what's that card down in the middle do of the cards you get? from the
Whenever
tavern?
you choose to pay the 2 beer, you at the end of a market day, but before we refill, you can just take one for free. One of the guys that's
Okay.
left
I will.
from the 5.
Whoops.
Later, Lorcan.
Put a dude out here and take this brown
Work
cube.
calls.
2 time.
So 2 time.
All right.
2.
Who would you like to bury first?
Bury. I'll bury the one that's on the.
The councilman?
left.
The councilman?
Your
All right,
left.
so the councilman goes away. So now you have the old man. The old man says,
Take a look at my life.
play this card when it's your turn to choose an action. Immediately gain 3 points on a prestige track and perform an action of your choice without paying 3. So basically, you're getting a free well action, is what it is, plus 3 points. So those are your 3 options, good sir.
I'll take that one in the middle.
All right, the scrap dealer.
Yeah.
All right,
So
and
2 beer.
Yep.
Or,
Oh no. You don't pay anything to
Okay.
take it. It's whenever you want to play it.
okay.
So just keep it face down if you want or whatever. And cool, done. So the blacksmith, that's pretty self-explanatory.
explanatory.
Thanks.
I just
2 plows and a coin. All right, cool.
I
Or
guess me
4
singing
coin.
Old Man proves that I'm the one guy Neil Young actually can sing better than. All right.
All right.
Matt.
Matt.
Being in the
Yep,
church.
yep, right here. So there you go. To answer your question, Ian, it goes right there. So there you go. Matt,
Yep. I'm just gonna take this pink cube.
just take it.
Just take it.
You got another gray guy to put there?
No, I forgot
my
to grab
bags?
one. Yeah, yeah. So something that would cost me 3 time.
Oh, man.
So to be able to move your ship requires a green cube per movement, is it?
No. To move your ship, you take a cube.
Right.
And if you're at port, you need to go out to port,
Right.
right? So then you need to buy a captain, which is going to cost 1, 2, or 3 coins.
Okay.
Your first actual move is free, and then it'll cost you 1 or 2
Specific,
cubes.
there you go, to
of
make-
various, to
To move one additional
or
spot
2 additional or 3 additional, however
for
many.
every set of cubes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got enough
So-
cubes to move all the way around.
So
Great.
I could move 2 spaces, and then I would need pink and brown. I need green and brown, green and brown, green and brown, brown and wagon. That doesn't work. Nope. All right. I think we're going to stay on target.
There is a cross up here, Loam Doctor.
You know what? I don't mind. I am not afeared.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and get another body
And move 2
and
times.
2 time.
Back to
Somebody's
this
on
kid.
death is just hanging out. Brought him over for dinner.
Again, I need cubes pink. And I don't have any coins to buy a captain. Even a
Right.
crappy captain. A crapton.
Yeah, but dude, he's got like a cockatiel on
Does
his
he
shoulder.
really?
Yeah, hold on. Let me here. I mean, can you guys see this? Hold on. There you go. See on his shoulder? I dig it. Might be a crappy captain. He's got a
Captain
cool bird.
Beretta.
So I've got a question about this spot.
Okay.
Where you can exchange goods for victory points.
From your boat.
Is it, can you only do like 1 grain or can you do a stack of grain and
Well,
get
remember,
2 points for each?
it's 1 thing per cargo hold.
Okay,
It
so
has to
and
be
you can't,
different.
you can't do this?
You
Yeah,
can't put-
they can't be equal, so you can't even put them in
Right,
different
so it's
cargo
one.
holds.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But you can like do all 4 of those things when you go to that island. Should
Okay.
you?
Well,
If
you
I-
can do
if
you
I
can do
had all
3
that.
of
You
those
could really
things
only
because your
do
boat's
3,
only
though.
got 3 spots.
Yeah, yeah.
Careful, fellas, with the chat there. Be smart.
What's the matter?
Okay. All right. No, just Trajan Rabbit. Just please don't.
I'll just take the orange cube then.
All right.
And
done. All right,
That's
Matt,
it.
bring it home. Looks like the plague for you.
Or not. How about the well action?
Oh, you have 3 browns? Okay, over there.
Yeah. That's over there. And I'm going to do this for 4.
Nice.
making grain.
What's left? Just the black cube?
Yeah.
All right.
So I
Merry
have a total.
Christmas.
I have a total of 4 ones. So my one in the bag, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but they cannot die. Correct?
What?
The ones in the bag?
Yes, they can die.
They can
When
die?
someone dies in the church, they can come out of the bag.
They can. So I could kill him. I really don't want to kill my brewer.
I can understand the sentiment, but
But
he's a 1. He's gonna die anyway.
yeah, let's go ahead and kill him.
So you're taking this black cube
Yep.
for 2 time.
Yep. So okay. So here, I'll do this in order. So there you go. So 2 time 1, 2. So my 1 here is going to die. That's the last one in the yellow in the craftsman. So everybody else comes over here to the unmarked graves.
Potter's Field.
So that's the end of that. And I choose not to take the action, unfortunately.
Sounds good.
All right. Done.
Time for mass and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. All right. So now mass actually follows what this says. Okay. So in turn order. So starting with me, because I'm still the first player, I can pay to pull out my guy.
Oh, and there is a guy in there.
There is only one, so you are allowed to look to see what's in there. So there's a total of 4 monks and my guy, and that's it. So I have an 80% chance
20.
of my guy.
Oh, yeah.
80% chance of my guy coming out. I elect not to pay. Would any of you guys like to pay?
I-
Tony?
Even if I would like to, I would not.
Well,
It requires a coin.
I don't have anybody in there.
I'm just doing it for the stream so
Gotcha.
people know the process here. Work with me.
Work with
Michael?
me.
No. will
Okay.
not pay.
You should
All
know
right.
better by now.
So that's there. Then we're going to draw 4 dudes out of the bag. Go ahead, Tony.
4? All right. How about if I just take one out and dump the rest? No, we want the suspense. Oh, black. This one feels black. Ah.
All right, so he comes out. Boom. It doesn't matter for the others because
Nope.
there's nobody left.
Yeah.
So he comes out, goes into the first window. So now that that's done, now can pay some amount of grain to advance them, and then whoever has the most is going to score 2 points. So that's going to be 2 for the kid here. So I do have a grain. You know what? Let's go and hook it up. So I will pay that grain. Perfect shot. And I will score 2 points for yellow, please.
Yellow gets 2 points.
That's the
victory points, right?
yeah, right.
I knew there was a reason I was in here. Jason says, "Who's this young lad with the backwards hat?" And Tony's voice. And Robin texts me, "Young lad, does he not see the gray beard?"
Wow.
She
Thanks,
always
Mama.
trolls me on these.
I know she does. All right, so now we're going to, it's the end of the round, so we're going to refill. So we put all the black cubes in and then 7 of each cube.
Done.
Then we're going to fill them based on the number that's here. So 1 for the market,
1 for the market.
4 for the right, and then 5 there for the family. I'm sorry, the harvest. Then 3 for the city council. Then 5 for the family.
Hey, don't.
So is
stick
it?
to me.
Yeah, it's 5 total, right?
Yep.
And then 3 down here at
3 at the bar.
Yep.
Lovely.
3 for
3
the
at the
church,
church, yeah.
and then 8 for the
8.
craftsman.
Nice. There's only 2 black ones left in the bag. Oh, and there they are. You're welcome.
Oh, and something else I wanted to show folks is right here you can see it's got the brewery and the anchor, meaning for both expansions, whereas if it were this one, since those don't exist, it's just for the port. Okay, so those. Cool. All right, good deal. Take care, Rob. Get a good nap. All right, so new first player. So that's going to be Matt.
Dang.
I'm okay with that.
Don't
All right,
like that so
and
much.
you begin, sir.
Yeah. Let's see.
So open the marketplace. This guy that's 7 points. Is it just?
But you have to
what's-
give him a treasure chest.
give him a treasure. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And here's why you may not want to.
Hello, Amanda.
Because on the back side of the treasure chest, there's coins. So I'll reshuffle these. So you can keep the treasure chest and turn it into this guy, or you could flip it over for some money at some point.
When do you decide that?
When you want to get money.
Okay, got it.
You can just pop it open.
When you take this action,
It triggers it immediately.
it triggers that. You don't have to pay the green cube. at the time.
The person who triggers it does not.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
I don't think you should do that quite yet,
Too many things to do.
says the guy who can't service any customer. Just saying.
What? I got a wagon.
No, I'm saying this guy.
Oh.
That one over there. Kind of.
Amanda was working late tonight, and on top of that, prepping
That's
for
it.
1822. Actually.
I will do this right
Okay,
now.
so take a cube, sir.
I
Plague cube?
will, take a pink cube,
Okay.
and I will turn in 2 grain for 2 money.
So I have 1 2 left, and I will go ahead.
Yeah. Difficult.
I'm actually going to go ahead and take the pink cube here for the family growth.
Okay.
There. So I will there and there. Cool. Done.
Righteous. I am going to grab a Cubus
Maximus.
Oranges,
All right.
and I am going to
Jason says,
take a pink one, actually.
to be fair, Robin, I'm on my phone. You can barely make out the goatee.
And I'm going to also I'm going to mill some grain into money.
All right. And 2 time.
2 time. Pink. And I need 2 coins,
coins,
because
fellas.
I need to be able to buy a
I forgot to
captain
move my 2 times.
so I can sail
I
my
did.
boat.
Right.
I have a ship to sail.
1, Let's see. Well, I'm sitting on a whole bunch of grain, and I think I will.
That must be uncomfortable.
It's like a beanbag chair. It's not
Right,
bad.
right.
It's like a beanbag.
I'll
Burlap beanbag.
I'll also turn it into a bit of coin, and I'll also take a pink cube from over here.
Really? Right. Matt?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to actually go up here and take a green cube, spend 2 coins, and buy a captain.
Which one?
Here you
The
go.
2 coins. I guess we can look, huh?
Is
I'll
it all of
buy the
them,
ones
or
that
is it
don't-
only the
Is that
top
on
one?
top?
No, any of them.
Any of those? All right. So while you're thinking about that, I'll go ahead and take
Okay.
my turn.
Well, that's a pretty easy decision. Basically, it's what color cube would you like to spend? Oh, pink.
Okay. So
Yes.
Pay your 2 coins.
Yep,
Okay.
I did.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take a brown cube here and pay a pink cube to the supply to get a scroll. Got it. Okay, done.
Glad you found that.
I see how you are. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go grab an orange cube from here. Don't read anything into that. And I'm going to spend a pink cube also on a scroll.
All right. Oh yeah, you probably want said scroll.
Please,
Got it.
please.
All right.
I may need it.
What the heck? Everyone's doing it.
Everyone's fearing the plague cubes for some reason.
For some reason.
Oh, I'm about to eat one, I think.
All right.
We'll see if one's left. Yeah, they have a legacy game coming.
All right. Matt.
Queensdale.
I'm gonna go back over there again and.
Take a cube.
Oh, right. Do I want that? No, I don't. That's actually.
Which plague do you want?
Fine.
Bubonic, or
Yeah,
Ebola, or locusts?
The influenza type A.
All right.
Yeah.
So take your 2 time, whether you want to or not.
I'll take the black cube, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just so I can keep them over here.
And if I turn that into that, one of these folks will die. I think that's okay. So I'm going to turn those into money like before.
Of the
and
2 grain.
Of the 2 grain, which I already threw in there.
Okay, so you got to kill a
time.
1.
And I will kill this one. He died at home.
He died at home.
Purple.
Purple.
In his bed.
Yep. We're in
Peacefully.
theory, we all want to die, I would think, right? Let's see. I'm actually, I don't know if it's a good plan, but I kind of have a plan, so we'll see. I'll take a brown cube. I will then take one of my 2s here and the scroll that I just got there. So the scroll is going to get discarded there. The turn of the yellow player is complete.
I'll take this last plague cube here.
Damn you.
For 2 time. And here's a pink for a scroll, please. I thought... T-Rex it.
Right.
Alright. Yeah, when you didn't take that cube, I was like, yeah.
I got greedy, I think.
Well, now
It's
what do I
alright.
do?
Greed is good.
Right? At least back in the 80s, right?
That's right.
Ask Mr. Douglas.
Gordon Gecko.
Yep.
Gordon Gecko.
Let's.
All right,
why
now
not?
it's time to do my other thing.
All right, I'll spend 3 orange cubes to go to
Okay.
the well, so that I can do this action. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Um,
Do you wish to pay the 3
Uh,
time or the 3 grain?
3 time,
Okay.
and I'll take a
Well,
horse.
6 time. Oh
No,
you
no,
gotta
he's
gather
gotta
that.
gather,
Yeah,
yep.
Good job. Good job.
Horse.
Of course.
I've got a horse.
So how many, for those that haven't, well, first off, how many of y'all have not played Village, number 1, and are you able to follow along, number 2?
I'm gonna go there and get 4 grain.
Ah.
Trying to remember what my plan was now. Yeah, I think I will go and take the pink cube there, and I will pay a brown cube to send him to the sack.
Ooh.
Man of the cloth.
Man of the sackcloth. All right.
All right, cool.
I'll throw that in there. All right. It's time to go sailing. We'll grab this green cube. I'm gonna spend $2.
Which one?
I want the guy that moves on the orange cubes.
On the orange cubes, that would be that one. Dude, the chops. I kid you not, he looks like Harold Leesky there with the chops. The way that
Okay,
looks,
okay.
it really, really does.
He's the captain of my ship.
Okay.
And let's see, I am going to load my said ship with all this stuff here. I'm going to put a family member and a wagon in there.
All right.
And this brown cube just needs to stay in my...
Because cubes
They don't
don't
go
travel.
here.
So,
Right?
so my
When
que-
cubes are spent here, they come from your farm.
So you could have put something else onto your boat if
Yeah.
you wished, right?
Well, I'm just...
Could you have even have gotten that cube later?
Sure.
Yeah, because you only
I'm just
need
trying
it for
not
when
to
you
spend
it.
Making sure.
All right, so my captain moves me once for free. Oh, look, that cost a time. Someone's gonna die. And then I can spend as many orange cubes as I want. Just one in this case. Here it is.
Yep.
To sail to here, which is the dock, right?
Yep.
Yes. So I can do the things on this island. So my
Wagon gets
wagon, just
and
put that
the brown
anywhere. My
cube.
brown cube allows me to put this family member right here for 6 points for red.
Again, victory points.
And I'll get one of these
Baskets of
bushels
something.
of cacao
Okay.
to load back on me boat.
All right. So the Eric I, the plural for Eric is Eric I, right? So the Eric I say they're able to follow along easily, so that's good. Both of them, Eric Farthing and Eric Koff. So the Eric I. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Good deal, Robert.
Oh, Robert,
All right.
what's happening, buddy?
Where are you tonight? Right.
All right, I'm gonna take a pink cube
And
and hire a.
There was no time there, right? No, okay.
No,
I have to kill
can I see
somebody.
the 3 deck?
absolutely.
Uh,
There.
this guy right here.
Take care, Matthew. Thanks for stopping by.
He had a bad accident at the plow shop.
I'll take the.
Because I crossed the bridge when I
Correct.
did that.
Yep.
I'll take the one who works on brown cubes.
And
Oh.
they can move 2 spaces, correct?
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. There's no spaces left here. These are green.
Correct. For the yellow, who'd
Uh-oh.
you kill?
I only have 2 choices.
Oh.
No, I got a guy at the inn. Well, he ends up in the same place. Potter's Field, baby.
Everybody's going to the same place.
Awesome. Yeah,
see.
and honestly, so normally whenever we stream a game for the first time, we play the base game just straight. But this is light enough that we figure we could introduce both of the expansions. It's low overhead for rules.
Plus,
so,
especially port, they're great.
yeah,
So they get points right when you
When
place
you
them.
place them, yeah.
Okay.
Because they could die.
Okay.
unless they die at sea.
Yes.
Right.
And when they
Okay.
die,
They're still
buried at sea.
right. Well, they're still green. So they're going to
First
go
2 can
here
still be.
first 2
or
are
there.
Oh, your choice,
No, here.
right?
And if this is filled, then they go there.
then there. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll load up my
Not
boat
here.
Okay.
over
Just
here.
here.
Oh, we have Eric I times 3. All right.
All right, so I've got my boat loaded up, and then
to
I can
Chicago.
move. Does this mean I can move up to 3 then?
2 spaces. Or yeah. It's
So your first move is
additional.
free.
First move is free.
And that costs a time.
and
Now
then
you
that'll
can
kill
move
someone.
up to 2
Someone's
more
going to die.
at the end of your turn.
Okay, I'm
And
going to
then-
end up there.
So that costs a brown cube for the second move.
Right.
And there's no time on that spot, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so I need
So
to
if you
kill
will.
off someone.
Someone dies.
Well, finish the action.
Finish the
first.
action. Okay.
I'll remember that you have death looming.
All right. So the pink and the brown to put the
Yep.
guy there,
For 5 points
5
for
points.
blue.
and then where is it? The horse and the scroll for 8 points.
Nice.
Well done.
Who invited this guy?
And now kill somebody.
I kind of volunteered.
He did. He did.
So now
Put your
he-
captain up
he
above
can go
your
down here.
player board. There you go.
Let's see.
Or
he's got.
he can go over here.
Yeah,
or
and
Or
he's
he
not.
can go over here.
He's not blocking anything, is he? Like.
Well, as long as he's alive, no one else can go there and earn those
So it
5
is
points.
blocking?
Yeah.
I'll.
Yeah, there's only 2 greens over here. You might as well.
Yeah.
James, to
Norfolk
answer your
Garthon.
question,
Yeah.
real quick, it's this right
Is that
here.
a Coneheads reference?
That's 1. That's
Norfolk
2
Garthon.
of the overlays, and then the 3rd overlay is the entire port, which, right there, you can see all of that is an overlay. Okay. You can actually go back to the beginning and and see.
See the underboard?
Yeah. And Amanda just said that my very short, probably 5.5 minute interview with David Short, no pun included, talking about Ground Floor 2.0 just released. So if you guys want to check out the podcast, that's available. So Matt, you're up.
Yeah.
Europe.
So,
Trying to figure out a place.
hypothetically,
Right, that's what I need to do.
I take this and go sailing. I have two for that. And then I move one time. And then 2 pink cubes would get me up there. I don't have the brown yet. Can the guy hang out on the boat till I have a brown?
Yeah.
All right. So maybe I'll do that.
So to take the action, you don't actually have to move your ship. It just gives you the ability to move your
Yeah.
ship.
He took the action and hired a captain and didn't go anywhere last time.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 time.
Yeah. So I'll take
Never
this.
seen anybody do that.
Yeah.
2 time.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
So you get
Not
1
me.
free movement,
one time.
right?
Dang
And
it.
then 2 pink.
Yep. To move
Matt.
2 more.
One.
And that's 1 more time.
Yep.
Okay.
There's the pink.
Pank.
Those. And then this and this for 7 points.
Nice. And you are this white
Beige.
color.
Yep.
Yeah, and the
Beige.
reason I didn't do it last time, I thought I had to pay both those cubes to get the guy off. But if I
No.
can get the cube later,
Yes.
then we're good.
Cool.
That's what my
But
plan
then
was.
You
Now
won't
I
be able to get him
remember.
off the boat.
This round.
This round.
Yeah. My guy, we're both stuck at sea unless you want to spend some cubes of the same color.
All right. So, sorry. He was there.
Man, I guess I know what I'm going to do.
Let's go drinking.
Sounds good, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it.
First round's on you.
Yeah, so there's the pink. So, pay 1 time. So, my 1 time there. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of the old man. So, we'll bury him.
Aw.
And the herb woman. Appropriate here in Colorado.
I think
The-
the chat's saying the yellow. What's this one supposed to be on the first?
No, I paid the
No?
one to
Okay.
move him
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
So the herb woman says immediately gain 2 victory points. You can also move the marker on your lifetime track either clockwise onto the space to the left of the bridge or counterclockwise to the space on the right of the bridge, either meaning death comes sooner or later. Interesting. Nope, I'm going to go ahead and hire the blacksmith, though.
Okay.
So there's a coin
Nice.
there. That was in, just FYI.
Looks
Is
like-
it?
There, and I will actually go ahead and take the 2 plows now.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so I will take the 2 plows. How now, plow cow? Done.
You might as well just discard those guys.
Yeah, the in play ones don't
Yeah.
matter.
No.
Okay, done.
You're done? All right. I need some more family back at home, so I'm going to grab this Naranja cube and get another number 2 out yonder.
Well,
And
I'll
Eric,
have what he's having.
I wouldn't sweat that too much. The changes are good changes.
Me
Having
too.
played it, wow, really.
We just like to follow Tony.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Do what I do. Oh, right.
And plus, it's not going to come out until the earliest spiel for the Ground Floor 2.0, so I wouldn't be in a rush.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sweat that.
Still a great game.
Really enjoyed playing it this weekend.
It's not bad getting in on the ground floor.
But
We even played at 6 that one time, man. That was
That's removed now.
the 6
Now
is
it's
removed.
so low to 5. But you know what? Listen to the interview. All
It was
right.
brutal.
And the juggler.
Blue is cheating.
Hold
It's all the way
on.
up to 13.
The juggler says, forgot to talk about that. Play this card right after you've finished a normal action on your turn. Gain 2 points. And perform 1 additional action by taking a cube from an action space or paying the well. If your markers cross the bridge during your normal action, a family member passes away before you may perform the additional action. I do have beer. And you know what? Let's kill somebody.
All
Or
right.
not really, but plague. So that's going to be 2 there. And I'll pay 3 time. 1, 2, 3. And I will go ahead and place this 2 into the man of the cloth.
Man. Bone's going strong on the church action.
All right, done.
All right, I need some grain over here. I have
Hey,
a
JJ,
plow
welcome.
and a dude, but I have no team to haul my
So
plow
So
around.
just
two.
I'll just take 2. Take 2. They're small.
yeah, I honestly, the travel action, kind of like what Ian said earlier, the travel action just felt so
Yeah.
underutilized, and the port really brings it to life, I feel like.
I have a lot more fun with port, and the inn's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah, the ends.
Most people have more fun with
different.
port if you're drinking port.
But the inn
Yeah,
has
well,
beer,
love
so
It does, right?
So I'm gonna
Two,
do
or
this
one time.
Pardon?
One time.
Oh, wait.
Well, it takes.
Oh, right,
You got
yes.
your guys already
One
at
time.
There you
the.
go.
Yep.
All right.
You're already
And
inhabiting
who would
a
you
bar
like to
stool.
bear? Barry?
What does that middle one do?
Okay, so whenever you choose to use this after taking an action, you score 2 points, and then you can take another action immediately, but you have to grab a cube or pay the 3. Whereas the herb
2
woman,
turns.
well, yeah, you just asked for that, so done.
And 2 victory points.
I'll
looks
send the
like?
one
Yeah.
on the right to the bottom.
Okay, noble woman, go away. You are banished.
Oh man.
I have no coin, so.
So, medico, medico.
Oh.
So this is 2 beer, and at the end of the game, he does something.
All your living
You get
people.
1 point for every living family member.
Cool. Because if the heart was black, he'd be dead.
Farmyard, black bag, or any area on the game board. So
Okay.
not here, not here.
Right on.
Okay.
So who you taking there, brother?
Let's take the, what is that, juggler in the middle?
All right,
Let's
one
go for
beer
that one.
there, and we have the lost son has returned.
Prodigal.
Yes.
Beer's over here, right?
Yep.
So the lost son is immediately gain 3 points. You can perform a family action, place a new family member on your living family member. Right. Okay. Family action is additional, not part of your normal turn, so you don't have to pay the same 3 or take the cube.
Small question about this space right here. Is that one time, or is as many coins as you got can be?
No, it's a one time.
It's one time. Okay. I think I'm gonna do it anyway.
Fairly certain, but I'll double check.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move him up. I'm gonna spend 2 green.
Exactly 1 coin.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, and exactly 1 coin will turn into 3 points.
4 white. Off white. Bone.
Yeah.
It's really not beige.
Eggshell.
Eggshell. Dude. You were like
I don't
1
have
second ahead of me
anybody.
with that. That was
You know
awesome.
what? I'll take family member.
Good.
So there,
That's what I
and I
want you
will
to do.
take
Oh.
the 3.
I totally forgot that cube.
That is important. Done.
All right. I'm going to spend orange cubes times 3
Okay, for a well action,
to do a
port action.
port action, and my choice is going to be to return to port. Cost me 1 time today. But now we're back home with our
With
lovely
your booty.
booty, and this captain goes back to the.
Gotcha. Yep, there you go.
He's released from service.
Okay, Michael?
Okay, I'm looking at the market. I don't have a whole lot going on over there. 1, 2, 3. So I can use the juggler to sail around a bit.
Yep, after you take your
after
normal
I take
action.
a normal action.
Yep.
Okay.
The second action. You
No,
need-
the second
No.
one you have to have a cube available.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. So I just spend any cube?
No,
Or-
like you have to be
Oh,
cube
oh,
on
it's-
the action you
It's
want.
a normal.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a normal.
But
Action.
you just
It's
get 2
another
normal
turn.
actions.
It's like
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
turn.
another turn.
That just.
Yeah,
functions
see, some
normally.
people
Okay.
don't mind the base travel.
Yeah, I don't
prefer
mind
the
it
port.
either. Like I said, I have more fun with the port.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm
Well-
indifferent to the end.
I'll take a green.
I know,
and-
it's the second time I used it, but it didn't get the reaction I wanted
That was
last time,
merely
so.
a joke.
And I got nothing. I don't know.
Matt.
Don't look at me. All right. So since I am already here, if I take this, can I do?
You can do
again?
that or any other before it, except for taking the ring, because I have the ring, so you can kiss the ring.
Well, Well, the 3 points would be good, but getting back
Sure.
some other stuff that I have shipped previously without having to go over into Deathville to do so. Well, I'm going to do this for sure. So this is the question of which one of these. You know what? I think I will take an ox.
There you go.
And I'll take the plague.
And you'll like it.
And I will take two
2 time.
two wheat, please. So 2 time there,
You 2 timer.
right? And a couple of wheat. Wheat.
All right.
Done.
I believe, good people, it's time to do some market actions over here. And so I'm going to serve this customer with my free action. He wants my plow and my bag of wheat. So here's a bag of wheat for you and a plow for you. And I'll take this.
All right.
And then, Michael, if you have a green cube and a time, you may...
Green cube and a time, and then I can spend 2 beer to activate the scrap dealer
At the
Or-
end of this.
at the end of this.
Which will just be the 2 beer. So you could serve treasure chest. No one's got that.
Ian, take care.
Okay.
An
Thanks
ox
for
is
stopping
the only
by.
thing you've got.
And again, by the way, if you haven't heard, Ian, the feedback on the
Got
shirts,
that
people
ox
are
there.
loving them. So
Okay.
thanks again, man.
Or
And
not.
yours should
So
be
just at the
en
end,
route.
I get to
Yeah.
just take one for.
So before we
for
refill,
free. Yeah.
you'll be able to do that.
Okay.
With
So I
whatever's
will-
left, which is going to be a great one, a treasure chest.
Yeah, I'll do.
Okay.
The ox
And you've
for
already spent your
that
stuff.
3. Yep.
Throw the ox away. Matt has no green cubes. He does have a coin.
I could do it, but he took the one thing I would have done.
Yep.
I elect not to, i.e., I can't. I don't
Okay.
have the right goods.
I will spend a green cube
And a time.
and a time to serve these 2 scrolls. There's a customer wanting my
Dead
calligraphy.
Sea Scrolls, right? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And I can't do it until I have something. Until I can use the scrap
Yep. So
dealer.
you guys are out. So I'll spend another green and another time because I have this basket O of
Cacao.
cacao. So that's
7
going to be
to 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tied with blue.
Oh, hey.
Put them
And-
next to each other if you would, so folks can see them.
And
Thanks.
I'll return this over here.
Okay. And
It's back
comes
to
back
me?
around to you.
Does anybody want beer?
No.
Dang
they-
it.
I would have fulfilled that
Or
if so.
wheat? Yeah, no doubt. I guess that's all the damage I can do with the market. So now you
Yep,
can spend
take your
2
7
beer.
points.
So there's some beer for the scrap dealer, and then this card is effectively done.
Yeah, it's
Or-
trash, just-
all right. Cool.
Actually, let me have that one
Alright.
over there.
And then we'll refill.
And 4 new ones.
That's 4.
Oh, look at that. 2 more treasure
treasure
chests.
chests.
I guess I'm going to have to go sailing.
Well, there is some beer there. That's nice. More wheat.
Beer
And
and
more
wheat.
wheat.
Wow.
All right.
Let's.
Boy, that's 3 grain for 3 points. I mean, I
Yeah.
know grain's worthless, but geez, that seems
Yeah,
pricey.
that's wow. Famine time? I mean, it seems to
Yeah.
be a bit, what do you call it when you jack up the price in times of emergency? Profiteering.
Yes, there
Seems
you
to
go.
be profiteering there.
All right. So
No,
that was,
the
was that
victory
your
point
action?
here is prestige. Yeah, so.
Yeah,
all right.
that was.
At the start of all that, that was
Yeah, that
his
was
action.
That was Tony.
So I can either do.
Don't
church
forget, you have the
or
well
green
action.
Or well,
Well,
Can't-
I
can't quite
guess
afford
you
the well.
can't, right?
womp womp.
Matt can because he has a coin.
I have all this grain to spend, and what can you spend grain on? You can spend it at church. Let's
Or
do
here.
this. But I
Well, yeah,
can't,
yeah,
though.
I know.
So into the bag.
Pay a brown or 3
Oh.
time.
Let's do 3 time.
Okay. Man of the cloth.
Need my brown for sailing.
Okay. And Matt, either well action or get Veet.
It would give me 1 wheat, I guess.
It would give you a Veet.
Right.
Price gouging, yeah.
If I went, this is the sad thing. If I went to the well and used either the brown or the orange, which I have, then I couldn't do that, which I need to do next time.
Profiteering. You mean human
So-
nature?
I'm going first anyway.
No, you're going second, sir.
I'm
Or
going
last.
second.
You're
I'm
going
going last. That's not good.
That's third,
Yeah, right.
third, fourth best. Never mind, counting.
Lay me down to sleep.
Basically, do I want the orange or do I want the brown? I like the orange and the wheat.
There you go.
All right. So now I want to double check something on the inn. Is it when you hire them you pay the beer, or is it when you play them? So I'm looking here. Acquire the villager, right? The cost is shown in the upper right of each card, then take it. Okay. So I will take the brown. I will take one time. Oh, someone's going to die.
You know what we need in this game? An Undertaker spot. They'd make a lot of coin.
I kind of dig the Lost Son. I'm noticing
I hear
that-
you.
But I also, those two work well together. So I'm going to actually bury the herb woman. She's not doing much for me. The artiste,
Bury.
sorry that Ian just left. The
End game. Additional points for the
for the
Town Chronicle. It looks
instead of the usual points, you go here based on how many you have in the Chronicle. Getting 6 dead is 21 points for the artiste.
like. Wow.
Wow.
Really? Where's
Kill
the red
captain.
area? The red is here.
I detest a sinister bent to the rest of Edward's game. Should he?
All of these work really well. Like
I guess the
those
artists,
or those.
Well, these two are opposites.
Yeah, I know, right?
artists are worth more after they're dead, so that makes sense.
Thematically, that sadly does, doesn't it? I'm going to be first next turn, aren't I? That
It would seem so now that you mention it.
I'm good with that. I'm going to actually take the Lost Son.
Alrighty.
So, the Lost Son, I will go ahead and get 3 points and take the extra action, which I...
1, 2, 3.
Let me double check that. Hold on for the
1,
Lost
2,
Son.
3.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I can. So the Lost Son says immediately gain 3 points on a prestige. You can also perform one family action. This family action is an additional and not part of your normal turn, so you don't pay the 3 or take a cube from your family action space. So
Okay.
that would tell me I can. So,
So
3
you're going to
points.
spend your 2 beer? 1,
Yep.
2, 3. 2
There.
beers.
2 beer and the family son. So 3 points, got that, and another dude. So there.
Or
and,
dudette.
Or dudette. So that'll be there. That's done. I did cross, so someone has to die.
You have a 1 and a 1.
But
Those are your only
check
2
in the
ones.
bag.
These are 2s in the bag.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
So, churchgoer
Yes.
dies.
Yeah.
So,
Straight to heaven.
yep. That'll work. All right. So now that is the end of the day. We go into the church phase. So starting with Matt, do you wish to pay a coin to get one of your guys out of the church bag?
No, I do not.
It's me and Michael, I believe.
Yeah, you got
So
2
there's
and
6.
Michael's got 1.
There you go. I elect not to.
Okay.
I would love to choose to, but I have none.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So go ahead. Let Michael draw this
Here,
time.
yeah, I was going to say, why don't you draw since I'm
4.
drawing these cubes?
There you go.
Okay.
I can only
Hey,
stick
sit
my
on-
hands in so many bags.
Oh, that
Oh,
worked out.
Which one?
It's blending in with the port.
Oh, okay. So that comes here. That's 2. Oh, come on. I now have a
black,
66%
black.
chance.
Feel it. Does it feel black? Does it feel dark? All right.
Put those back.
Random element in a game. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no big deal.
That's fine.
All right, so now you can pay.
You had
wheat
your
to move up.
mitigation
I would
opportunity.
love to pay 3 wheat.
One there. All right, 2 points for blue, since he's the only one. He has the most.
Yeah.
2 points
You think that guy's gonna live?
Doesn't matter.
for a little while.
Refill the bag. Tony's already done it. So here we go in the next round. 1 in the market.
Should we chuck these back over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep it.
All right. Yeah. Here. Go ahead.
You're the
4,
church man now.
4 for the port.
I have.
5 for
I've been
harvest grain.
defrocked. I believe is the word.
3 for the city council.
Tree out day.
5 for family. 3 for the brew crew.
Nice, nice. 3 guys there, 3 cubes.
And 3 for the church.
And don't tell me, 8.
Correct.
Look at that.
A whole lot.
Only 3 black cubes so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think by default that would have to be me, James.
What's that?
If we're going to be chipmunks, if Siddharth's going back to the beginning to watch the rules teach.
Ooh, there's 2 black cubes still in the sack. You're welcome.
All right. So, I mean, Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Put the ring back.
Yep. And I will take the first player marker. Thanks, sir. Okay. All right.
The baseball cap wearer, obviously. Yeah, no doubt.
Any beer. So we're going to hook up the beer.
I need beer.
So,
Oh, God, what am I doing?
and there's a lot of beer out here for those.
I also have this question.
I need to do that.
I'm going to go ahead and get a green there. Then I'm going to place one of my 3s out here. There. That's going to cost me 6 time to do so.
Making some beer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 beer. There and there. Done.
Alrighty, dighty. We'll take a green one. I don't know why. And we are going to do some time, I guess. We're going to do some time. 3 time. 1, 2, 3. Right here. To make a horse, of course, of course. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Michael? So, go ahead.
Okay. I will take a brown over here and 3 time. 1, 2, 3, 4 an ox. Did I get an ox tile?
Sorry.
And then now I could use my juggler to do another turn, basically.
Yep, 2 points for blue.
1, 2.
And now take another turn like normal.
And
Either the well or regular action.
They're very pretty cards.
let's go to the port. But do I want pink or orange?
Or do you want to kill somebody?
Let's go here. Let's go here for pink. And so the first sail doesn't, or the first space you move doesn't cost a cube, right?
For your captain.
Right.
Right, but it may cost you some time.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go there for 1 time. And then
You're gonna die, clown.
2 more, 2 cubes to go up to
And
Treasure Island.
1 or 2 times.
And there's 1 time here.
1 time there.
Okay.
Right on.
And now this wonderful man who just raised another ox for me will not be remembered
Here
well.
we will lay him gently to rest. There's a crow hanging out on his tombstone.
And then
At least
I
it's
get-
not a vulture.
Nevermore.
Never.
And so, as part of the port action, I just take
Yes.
the top one here,
Right.
and if I
you got to put it on your boat.
on the boat,
When you come back to port, you can do things with it, like sell it in the market
Sell
or,
it, or-
turn it into. You can look
or
at
pop
it.
it open. Wait, can I look at it
Yeah,
before
yeah. It's yours.
I decide?
Yeah.
Okay.
To answer your question, James, Amanda does.
Now, on a future port action, could I just hang out here and load another one? Or no, they all
Yep.
unequal. They all have to be
Exactly.
different.
Happy to answer your question. All right, awesome.
All right. Take this pink cube right here, so that I can now spend these 2 cubes to put this guy on the island where he belongs for 5 points. And is that the action altogether? Can I sail that
What'd
boat
you
home
do?
too?
I wasn't paying attention.
I put him there because the boat was already there.
Yeah, can
Could
you do
I-
the island stuff and then sail away? Or is it only sail to there and then do the island stuff?
Good question.
Yeah.
That is a
Double
good
check.
question. Let us double check that.
There you go. Trained an ox and then trampled to death when he tried to deliver it.
And he
That's
will not be
awesome.
remembered for his efforts.
That's just died. The end. Just died.
Rip in pieces.
Yep. Huh.
If you choose to land, like if you do the island action, your turn's immediately over.
Okay.
Okay.
In bold. All right.
All right. So it's my turn. We're gonna have market day, boys. So for my first action, I will pay a beer.
Which one do you want?
The one on the right.
Which one? Okay.
That one. There we go. 2
Which
points done. T.
Well, let's see. All I have is a beer.
Yep. end game scoring is worth jack to you right now.
It is indeed, but it doesn't have to be that way.
That's true, but I was willing to. I don't mind you spending the cube and the time to do it, so I'm okay with that.
Exactly. I think I'm just going to sit tight-ish.
I've already done what you're doing.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
looking around, and yeah, I'm good. Pass.
All right,
So this
Michael.
one's just a point at the cost of the.
Of a green and a time,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind if you guys want to do it.
Yeah.
Don't listen. He wants to do it.
Oh, I'm going to do it if it's available.
Yeah. I will pass on that.
Fine.
Cool.
Matt doesn't have a green, so it'd cost him a coin.
I don't think I have anything worth doing over
Okay.
there.
All right, so I will pay one time in a green, and I will take this, and I will pay the beer in addition. So there, done. So you cats have passed.
It's all you.
Yep.
Market
so I
man.
will pay
Market man.
another green and a time
Take your
there,
green.
and I will take the free point. Done. And that is the end of market day.
Sweet. It's about time. I'll take a
Whoa,
green.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Grief.
Oh yes, we must refill.
Nope.
Whoa, whoa.
It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
Yeah, just those have to go in order. That's
These,
it.
these
There
matter.
you go.
Ooh.
Turn in the first player marker. All right, cool, done. Now
Now I
it's
will
your
take
turn.
this green. And let me look at that again and look at that again.
Trajan rabbit.
And then for 3 time, yes, it is. 1, 2, 3. We'll make another ox. We're working this guy to death. Hey, build an ox, build a horse, and then die.
And not even be remembered
I know,
for it, dude.
I
That's
know.
gruesome.
That's what sucks.
Brutal.
It's rough.
So my interview with Paul from Shut Up and Sit Down, seeing as I'm banned from Reddit, and Shut Up and Sit Down is like they are super popular over on Reddit. That must be quite the confliction, since they can't post their stuff over there. I find that amusing. It's got to be quite the conflict for folks.
Loading up his boat.
All right,
Loading up the boat.
and Matt.
I'll take this pink cube right here.
I got to get these 2 guys to
and
die.
Are
Die.
Shut Up and Sit Down posting it on like their channel or anything?
I don't
you
know. I don't know if Paul will.
I'm gonna
or not.
turn this coin
Enjoyed
into
meeting him. He was
3 more
3 points for red. I'm sorry,
for white.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't anybody mess me up. I know
All
what
right.
I'm doing.
So I will go ahead and take. Yes, pink cube here. So the pink cube will go there. Then I will go ahead and pay 3 time here. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to get me 2 beer.
Oops, that was 1, 2, 3 times there. And
So-
I have to kill a guy.
You must
Villagers
kill
drop
somebody.
money.
Yep, I'm actually gonna kill that 2 up there. Put him in the green.
Yes,
In the
sir.
green. There we go.
We'll have some burials at sea.
So, unfortunately, the town drunk died at his bar stool.
So my turn?
Yep.
All right. I'm taking this green
He's
cube
only
from
the
the family
first town
action.
drunk to go down. To
You're
be
right.
fair,
First
we have
of many,
several.
right?
And my town drunk comes to my farm.
You read, yes. All right. You
red
can't
one.
remember when you take the family
right.
action. You can pull somebody back, recall them.
Intervention.
Intervention. That's exactly what that is.
We brought him home to die.
Come die in peace. Well, it would be terribly sad for me if the market gets got early next round while my goods are out at sea. So I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
All right. So
All right.
2 time.
2 time for the black cube.
2 time for the black cube, and then it's
And
just
1
one time to come
correct.
home.
home.
Yep.
Yeah, I moved it along the track, but I don't actually need to do
No,
that, right?
correct.
I'll
right.
take your captain, and you can
Oh.
unload your boat. In fact, it's the captain's boat. He says, "Get that crap off of my boat."
All right. So now you can look,
Oh, that's
right?
a great captain. Yeah.
He can look at his.
He could look.
booty,
Oh, I looked
right?
as soon
Yeah.
as it was loaded.
Okay. Cool.
He
Oh,
can
yeah,
show
yeah,
us
that
if he
goes.
wants.
Okay.
That would be. irrelevant.
Yeah, so I did my part. I taught Paul from Shut Up and Sit Down Age of Steam. I'm really curious to hear their next episode now. He seemed to enjoy it overall, so that was cool.
Cool, man.
I still need to learn it, and all the other
I'm
train
gonna
games.
take a green cube here, and
That hurts me. Done?
Bone.
I said I need to learn it. I didn't say I'm like avoiding it.
Right.
That should hurt you,
Red.
but
That's 4. That's 5. Okay. There. So we need to, as fast as possible, 3, 6.
the interview was it Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, it was Friday night at Arizona Game Fair. First time I ever interviewed somebody in front of a
I
live
couldn't,
audience.
I couldn't kill the 2. The 2 was up there. I had to kill that guy.
Correct.
No problem.
There we
Forgot
go.
he existed.
That's right.
So for
Actually,
Actually,
real quick,
you know what?
holy
I changed
crap,
my
dude.
mind. I will actually kill this guy and put him in the red.
Yeah. We're gonna like
just
end this
confusing the heck
game.
out of death right now.
I'm gonna kill a guy.
You
He's
guys are
gonna
getting sloppy with your deaths. Remember to bring them home.
Bring them home.
Hmm.
To be fair, I'd completely forgot about that option.
I am going
Just
to
let them die anywhere.
Here you go. So I'm going to take a plague,
2 time.
5 time for 2 more beer.
So total
So-
of 5.
Yep.
Cool.
3, 4, and 5.
I'll take this green
Turning
cube,
time into beer. Isn't it usually the other way around?
and we're gonna bring this guy home. He's retired from the animal husbandry
All right.
guild.
Right.
Don't shake his hand. No
Let's see.
gloves in
Milking
these
the,
days.
milking the cows. No, that was a bull. Right, Michael?
Getting a little too real here. Yeah, I'll have an intervention as well.
All right.
I think, yeah.
There's a lot of blank faces.
Sounds like a good idea.
Wow.
Oh, you're supposed to say that with a slur, a drunken slur. That sounds like a good idea.
Well, my guy came from over there. He wasn't drunk.
Oh, my guy came from the
2, 4.
from the bar.
Oh, we need to make sure.
4 red.
Chat mentioned the Reddit stuff again. We need to make sure that the Reddit mods don't hear about iTunes reviews.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, Andreas. Life goes on. So.
C'est la vie.
Wow, I can't do that.
Well,
There.
I don't go to Reddit at gunpoint.
Okay, so I will, here, I will take the orange, I will pay the pink, and take a scroll.
Scroll action. Squirrely scroll.
There, done.
All right, so now it is time to install my number 2 as a Wainwright here. Is that right?
Wainwright? I think so, yeah,
So
for the wagon.
I'll take this last orange. So it's going to cost me 4 times. Someone's going to die. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll take a wagon. And look, he died at home after coming home from the bar. You know,
Sobered up.
he told his family members that he was the alternate bartender. I've only ever seen him on the one side of the bar.
Okay. So,
Memorial stool.
is that it for
It is. It is.
Let's see. I want to go to this place.
All right, so take a cube, which,
Shoots.
okay,
The brown,
That's what I'll do.
and then
that will require 1 time and a scroll or 2
time.
green.
2 green,
Okay, you take the first player.
and then they
Yep,
sit
they
here
share.
together.
Yep.
Okay.
I might as
And
well do
It's
that.
closing time, Paul. It's closing time.
Yeah.
Closing.
That's
I
it.
know, yeah, I had it in my head too. Yeah, all right. Matt?
The
Yes.
tavern empty fast, and people started dropping like flies. That's why I got the hell out of there.
Yes, James, that's
I'm going to
100%
spend these 3
Correct.
pink
okay for a well action.
for a will action to put this guy there. And for 6
6 time.
1, 2,
2
3,
beers.
4, 5, 6. We'll make 2
There you go.
beers.
Cannot be rushed.
That's what I need.
Why'd you throw some grain away?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I had to. pay
No,
rent.
it's either
It's just
or. It's
time.
green
Yeah,
or
yeah.
time.
Never mind. I'll just keep all
You
that grain.
you are training a brewmaster at the guild there.
Yeah.
So, Bone.
And yes, James,
Puts that
to
down.
answer your question, not to get sidetracked, but yes, in Slack, I was asking people, hey, if you guys would post our stuff over on Reddit, and if anyone's over there, upvote it, and I got banned for that. Cardinal sin. Speaking of cardinal sins,
Oh, a church action coming up?
yes. So I will go ahead, plague.
That's not a church.
Work with me.
Oh,
So that's 2. That's 4.
yes. And a scroll.
And a scroll.
Nice
so
job.
4 time. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll come back to that.
The funeral dirge.
So
Let's see, 1, 2,
that's
3,
going
4.
to be
All you have is number 2s.
correct. That's going to be 2 here.
What flavor? Spearmint, orange,
We'll
Chocolate
go
berry.
2
lemonade.
green. 2 green.
2
please.
greens. Wonder why. All right, sir.
All right. So
And
now
who croaked?
in the bag.
Oh, the guy who would not. He seemed to be lax in his studies, and he
Yeah.
couldn't pass
Wait, I
monastery
think there's a
school.
one. Nope, no ones.
No, all of his ones. were.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Done.
All right.
So
Interesting.
church action. Sort of. See. All right.
It's a
Done.
reverse
All right.
church action.
The kid. I'm going to go ahead and grab this Naranja cube. And look, I've got an ox
plow.
and a. Yes, I'll get 4, but I'll only take 3 because I can only
No,
take.
sir. You have no plow.
No plow.
You will
Oh,
take
wow.
2, and you will like it.
Man, well, that's cool. 2's not as good as 3, but
Right.
it's also not as good as 4.
I thought so. I thought it was a subtle segue there, Andreas.
Okay, I'll take a brown, I suppose, and farm some green. I do have a plow and an ox, so I get all 3.
Oh, ding dang. Let's just do that next.
Oh, wait. Can I change my mind about which cube?
Pank.
I want the pink one.
You got it.
I remembered how to count to 3. That's the key.
Congratulations.
We're gonna go here. I'll take the green. We're gonna use the brown to put the 1 in the bag.
Into the bag. Okay.
Well,
Thought somebody could die in the bag.
oh, they're saying they can't?
That's what I thought that was an okay thing.
I was going off of Tony. Totally passing the
Yeah.
buck on that. If not, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, you got
Then
another
I'll
guy.
move it to red, if so. So
Yeah,
double check
exactly.
that.
Exactly. Go ahead, keep playing.
Okay, so on that note, I will. Yes, I will spend 3 brown cubes for a well action.
Oh yeah, black bag because they have to be visible.
That's what I thought
Okay,
so,
cool.
but okay. So in that case, this guy died, so put him back into the bag, and
There
this
you
guy
go.
will
Yep,
actually go to red.
Go to the red.
No
Ooh, and
harm,
red
no
is
foul.
full.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, so then I will go ahead and put this guy to work. So I took that action via the well action. I will pay 6 time, 3, 6 time, and I will take a ox, singular, 1,
Me?
done. Okay.
3 orange cubes, back to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do 2 time, 2 bags of green, 2 coins. 2, 2, 2. Thank you, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running out of space for all my
I know, right?
earthly possessions.
For real.
Yeah. Let's see, what still has room over in the Chronicle? There's a green, a purple, a couple brown.
All right, have fun, Andreas. Thanks for joining us, all right? And
That's
Rob,
what
welcome. I saw you earlier, but nice to see you not lurking. Is that an alpaca, Rob? That looks like an alpaca staring at us.
Okay.
Head
Let's
on.
see. So 3 pinks for the well.
All right, sir.
So he can go over here and spend 4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To
Or
learn
scroll it
the
up.
art of calligraphy.
Correct. Matt?
Okay.
3 orange for the well. Going over there, gonna turn 2 of these wheat into
Or the grain?
2 grain into $2 and 2 time.
Okay. Right, I had. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Shoot. Okay.
That actually will work. I will take the orange cube here.
All right, sir.
Yep. I'll take the orange there. I now have an ox and a plow, so that'll get me 4 wheat or 4 grain, but I can actually only hold 3.
Oops.
And so we are full of wheat. And all set. Done.
Dang ski. Let's see. I'm gonna spend 3 greens. We're gonna do the market action. I'll service this
I thought you were
this
going
beggar
to do
first.
that. Okay.
For these 2 coins. Mr. Michael.
Green
And a
and
time.
a time. That sucks.
Oh man, time's up on somebody.
Yeah, this guy.
Well, finish
Well,
your action.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so treasure chest.
There you go.
Yep. Where does this go?
Just put it on the
Bottom
bottom
one.
of the stack or reach. Yeah.
Matt?
Yeah, sure. I'll do green, a time for the beer and the wheat.
I elect to take no
All right.
selling actions.
Green and a time. My wagon.
Right. I had meant to do this first, and then so I could use the coin as the second green, or so I could get a coin from this, from selling the.
Sure.
And yeah, you're
Yeah,
good. That's
so-
fine. So 5
Give
points.
yourself 5 points.
Then I
today.
did that in the right order.
Okay.
So.
The way I see it is A, hashtag good teacher. B, asterisk game now. So I'm okay with that.
It's fine. I mean, if he can look at himself in the mirror in the morning. That's,
Yeah, I don't have a treasure chest, so I
Yeah,
think
I'm good. And now that I brought up
Oh.
alpacas and the orgling, we brought it
I
back.
remember that night.
I
Thanks.
tried to forget it.
you alpaca'd it away.
All right, so nobody has treasure chests?
No, we're
Ooh,
good.
treasure chest, treasure chest, treasure chest.
Get some more customers out there. This be a great business and one for all these customers. Yeah, I was really bummed when you took that 2 coin, the milling action right there. I was like, damn it, he's gonna get that.
Yep, nope.
I didn't even.
So who
see it
triggered
over
that? That was Tony. Michael, you're up.
Let's see, what is there? I can take brown for grain, or I can go there. Let's do an orange, and I don't have any dudes, so just a cube.
Okay, Matt.
What costs 4 time? Because that's what I need to do.
You're trying to kill your people?
No. Dang it.
I saw it. Craft Dragon.
Yeah, that'll work. I think. I'll take this pink here.
Okay,
We're gonna put the 2 in the bag
and 3 time.
and 3 time. 1, 2, 3. Somebody's got to die. That person up there will die. Put him over at the
And
green.
that is green.
Yep, and it's a 2, which I have another 2, but
Wait, where's your other
Hold
one?
on, where's your other one? You have 4 ones. Is it in the bag?
It's in
so
the bag.
It's safe.
It's safe, yeah.
So that's
Safe
legit.
at church.
yeah, actually, I originally was going to kill him until that came up. So
Let's see. All right. So, step 1.
There's only
is
one
make
play
su-
cube out there.
Make sure I do this in the right order because this is really important. So, three orange for a well action, which is going to take the family action. The family action, here's the 3.
In the family way.
And 1. So I have 2 2s? 3 2s? I have 3 2s in the bag?
You
Let's
must.
find out. Looks like you have 2.
Where's-
One's unread.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
Where's the other 2?
In the bag.
I think you only
Oh, you only have 3
you only have
2s.
3. Yeah.
Perfect. I will pull this guy back with the family action. Done.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'll take that play cube.
Oh, you suck so hard. Glory to Rome, dude.
Glory to Rome.
Where is it?
I choose not to send anybody to the bar.
But 2 time? Or did you already?
Yep.
You already pushed that up. Okay.
Oh, you suck so bad, dude. I was about to.
Let's see.
Okay.
My pleasure. I hate these.
So-
2 green cubes, you know, it's like,
So three cubes at a time, potentially, right?
Let's just take one from the grain spot. I'm
Matt?
full up on grain.
Oh,
Yeah, green. 2 green.
there. So, where'd my... Oh, there he is. Okay, sorry. So he will go to the bar. That's going to cost me 2 time. And that plague cube was about to kill him.
Yeah, man.
So
You don't want him to die at the bar. That'd end the game. Well, maybe you want that, yeah.
So I'll go and take the artiste
Yeah,
at this point.
that sucks.
There. So for 2 of my
All right,
beer.
we can stop now.
Done.
I'm going to put this play cube back out there so that I can take it.
Crap, I guess I'm
bar.
taking a brown cube.
Right. Or a well. Oh, no, you're taking a brown cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we have mass.
And we're good.
All right. So would anybody like to pay?
I'll get the bag
I
ready.
would,
Well,
actually.
hold on. Starting with me, no. Tony doesn't have any dudes in there, no. You have no coins, so you're going to pay 1 coin?
Mhm.
Okay.
So
And then you're
Is-
put the 2 out there.
Okay, so the
2,
2
okay.
is going out here. I elect to not pay. Would you like to pay any more?
Yes, I
All
would.
right, so he'll pay his
Put the 1
other
out there.
all right.
So that's 2 of them. Now draw 2 more, preferably not a yellow.
All right.
Of course. All right, so
Only 1 yellow.
Okay.
I did draw not a yellow. So.
Right, yeah. Okay, so in turn order, starting with me, I can pay wheat to move him up. I'll pay 1 wheat.
Nice shot.
Go up 1. Done, Matt.
I'll
Oh,
pay.
turn order, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go up to top level.
And I'll pay 3 to go there.
Okay.
His health isn't looking so good. He's getting
Yeah.
kind of green looking.
Right.
Oh.
He spent too long in monastery school.
Yeah.
He was there forever.
Dude's a dummy.
All right, so that's done. White is going to score 2 points, so beige. All right, cool. So
That
there
is
we
not
go.
beige.
Wait, why does white score 2?
Because he has majority.
Oh, okay. It's most, it's
So,
not
yep,
highest.
1 in the
Okay.
market.
It's the most pious.
This is going to be the last round, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
Yeah.
going to end at some point here. 4. Yeah, that's kind of awesome. 5. 3.
Wait a minute. Whoopsie daisy.
And then
4 or 5?
5.
5, yeah.
3.
Oh my gosh. It's
Whoa.
very dangerous to get family right now.
Right.
So.
3 for the bar. 3 for the church. 8 for the craftsman.
Who's first player? You still? Who's
I
got
took the ring.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Begin, Michael.
One more.
Remember, the moment somebody fills this or this, they finish their turn. Everybody else gets 1 turn. That's the end of the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I want greens for the market.
Oh, you know what? I
I also
totally
want
forgot to
dudes.
bury somebody. So hold on. I will have buried the medico. There we go. And so we got a couple of new ones before you take your turn. So we
Okay.
have the abbot, the barker, and the bard. So the abbot, you have to have at least 1 family member in the church. Move 1 of your family members in the church to the leftmost window, and you get to do so for free with the abbot. That's nice. The bard here says, play this card when 1 of your family members passes away. Add this family member to the chronicle, regardless of where it died. This family member does
Bard.
not occupy any of the spaces in the chronicle. It's simply placed there additionally.
Cool.
And the barker,
And songs sung about his famous drinking.
right, yes. Play this card at the beginning of the market day. During the market day, you may not only serve customers in front of the stalls, but also those waiting in line. All normal rules apply. Those are some good cards, actually, all 3 of them.
And whose turn is it? Because I lost
It's me.
mine. Okay.
I'm starting the round. I'll take a brown from here. Pay a scroll.
And a time.
Oh, well done. Nice shot, sir.
And that advances that up. And then I'll take 2 cubes. Let's make them green.
Sounds good. Nice.
And Matt?
Yes. That is my name. My name is Matt.
Trouble is his game.
I need more people. So take one of these pink cubes while there's still pink cubes to be had.
It's
Cool.
cool, Paul. We didn't see it.
All right, real quick. Enjoy your last turn,
No.
boys. Right here. So there's 2 there.
Does the round not
So-
the round not finish? No, everybody gets one more
There you go.
bubble.
So
Yep.
3 times.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to take a card, and you know what? I will take the Bard, but here, let's go ahead and bury the Abbot. The Miller came out, which you can turn 2 grain into 5 coins instead. So I will take the Bard, I will pay that, I will immediately, when someone dies, they can be added anywhere.
Oh,
But
that's-
it doesn't trigger the end of the game.
Where did he? Who?
So
well, someone just died,
Yeah,
right?
so it has to be him, so it doesn't trigger the end
no,
of the
no,
game.
no.
Ooh,
There we
okay.
go.
Cool.
So he's done.
Loving it. Loving it, Lovey.
Oh, it's coming though, boys.
All right.
It's coming.
I'm gonna take a plague
boy.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. This guy dies on the farm.
Oh no.
Okay. He bought the farm
Bought the farm. Get another family member.
for the plague,
Okay.
plague baby.
That's
All
right.
Well, I'm also yet another plague baby.
Maybe I should have taken a plague baby. They seem
It's all the
popular.
rage these
The
days.
mortality rate for childbirth
It's
around here is
high,
pretty.
yes.
With the tax deductions.
Right, Matt?
Oh man.
Just want to make sure I got my guy dead at the farm there before you jerks did.
Put this person up here.
Take a cube.
I will take a cube.
Take a cube.
I'll take
So
a
it's
plague.
interesting. Everyone's
Sure.
taking plague cubes now. Put the there you go.
And then I'm going to make these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh look, I got to kill somebody. Kill that one right there and stick him over in a church.
Ah.
And that triggers it. So now that this is full, one more.
So you, me, and Michael get a turn, correct?
Yes.
believe
I didn't
so.
need
What
one
they said.
anyway. It's fine.
Ah.
Town with no hospitals.
Man, and I.
I didn't even get to
So
the third
somebody
generation.
in the peanut gallery help me. I need something that causes me 9 times.
I believe that's
9
called
times.
cheating.
You could actually spend 8. You could figure
Wait,
out a way to do
Why
8.
do you?
I can't.
Oh, because you've got the bard. That's
Yeah, so that sucks, dude.
You got green. Just take a cube, make 2 victory points, 2 coins, if you can't do anything better.
Oh, this is. Oh, I need one. Oh,
There's no
I
fun
need
like
2 beer.
final market phase after everything, right? Oh, that sucks.
I could do one of those, but that's it. You would not be able to do any of them. None of you could do any of them, but it's a wash for me. Doesn't make sense. So let me take a look. Is there anything that I can do that's worth? Since I have 2 plows, I have a beer and an ox. And I have no coins, so I can't get a captain. I have man. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead, go to the bar. So I will take
When all
a
else
cube.
fails.
That's the end of the world,
Right.
as well, right?
Right.
Pub?
All right, right. There we go. So I'll spend 1 time there. So I'm going to bury the Barker.
Bob Barker.
Yep.
I think his name is Bob.
All right.
What
so
came
I
up?
need to look at the Miller and the Toll Keeper. The Toll Keeper says, play this card when you perform a travel action. As always, move your family. Okay, so the travel action, we're going to get rid of that. It's like we did the previous one. So instead, the none for brown cubes, it's 4 points. Or the miller, and the miller says, play this card when you perform the crafts action to gain coins at the mill. Damn it, I was hoping I wouldn't. So I guess we're taking the none for 4.
So one dude went to the bar dressed like a nun, came home.
So there, and I will go ahead and take that. Done. Okay.
So the end game. So on the
It's worth 2 points for each of those, it looks like, for the Manciple. Actually,
Oh, but
yeah,
that
I
takes
have
2
2
beers.
beer. That's
Sorry.
why I didn't do it.
never mind. It's 2 beers. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't have much I can do. I guess I can go grab a cube.
For each kind of good, by the way, it's
Yeah,
different. Okay,
okay.
so max of 12 points if you
Sure.
have all those goods.
Whatever. I guess I'll turn 2 grain into 2 points.
Okay.
I don't see anything else rocking here. We'll take the green one. I don't know why, just because.
Okay.
2 grain,
2 coins.
2 time, 2 coin. Or in this case, 2 point. All right.
Let's see. So if I sent someone here, I would just have a chance.
We do have a
Excuse me.
final mass, correct.
Yeah. So what does the bag look like right now?
Me and 4 monks.
Just
and
hanging
I've got
out.
no cash.
Just waiting for that nun to get home from the bar.
So that would give me a shot at
Some
2
points.
points for that, and an additional 2 for being the leader, or I could just advance this guy for guaranteed 2.
That's no fun. Gamble.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
All right.
Um,
Take the brown cube and spend it?
I'll take the.
No? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There you go.
Doesn't matter.
Put your dude in there.
Into the
All
bag.
right. That is the end of the game.
And 3 time? Or
No, you paid the
I
brown
spent
cube.
Is there a doctor's waiting room space?
The graves. All right, so we go to mass. Does anybody want to pay?
I want to so bad.
Tony doesn't have any dudes, and he's the only one with money. So go ahead and draw 4, Michael.
All right.
Out here so folks can see.
I've drawn a lot, but if you guys want to keep, have me draw.
All right, 1.
Come on, blue.
Draw better. Okay, draw better. Draw better. 33% shot.
I was hoping all black.
I was too, either that or mine, but alas.
All
You know
right.
what? I'll get all my run bad out now before I go play cards tomorrow. Okay,
There you
so
go. I'm helping the
that's
show.
the end of the mass. Do you want to advance?
Yeah.
Okay, 1.
There you go.
And Matt, do you wish to?
I wish to, but I can't.
Okay, that's the end of the game. We go into final scoring.
So I get 2 points for that mass, though.
You do.
Majority.
Yes, good call. Good call. Okay. Now we go into final scoring for
right.
real. So, family members in a black bag are not worth any points. So I get nothing for my dude. I'll take my dude back though. Okay. But he is alive if I had that one, but I don't. So the travel doesn't count anything because we're playing with the port.
Right.
So we go into the council, city council. So they're going to be worth 2 points for blue.
2 points for blue.
Then the church, that's going to be 9 for blue, 4 for beige. So these guys are done. Then the village chronicle. So we'll do beige. Beige has 5, 12 for beige,
So that's 36.
4 for red, nothing for blue. And because I have the artiste, and I have
Do you
the
have
total-
any other end game cards?
I have 5. I do.
But we should probably just score them all at the same time.
Okay, so I don't score anything for the Chronicle yet. I will do that later. The customer tiles now. Here, I'll go and count mine as well here.
3.
So I get 6 plus that. So actually I get 8 total.
8. So
Yep.
that puts you up to 13.
Okay.
19 for red.
And you're on 17, so that's 36.
36.
And then I get 17. So that brings me up to 52, looks like.
All right. Coins are worth 1 point each.
Red has 2.
And now the end game scoring stuff. So I have these three. I'm the only one with any,
I
correct?
believe so.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like it.
So I have 2 brown cubes. That's going to be worth 4 points. I have 4 grain. That's going to be worth 4 points.
So give me
Sorry.
8.
8.
Actually, make it 9. I missed one. So go
22.
ahead.
Okay.
There you go. So that's 9. And then this one, unfortunately, I couldn't kill the last one. So it's only 18 points there.
18
to
from where
40.
you are now.
Yep.
Okay.
And hashtag good teacher. So there we go. Michael crushes at 52.
All of us are
I
right
came
there.
all
Right
the
in a
way
row.
back
Yeah.
from
Oh,
nowhere to take second,
Yeah.
which is first loser, 40, 39. Thank you for playing.
How's it
Yeah.
feel to be second?
feels
It's
glorious.
great, right? Like second is really good.
Right? That's where all the cool kids
There's
are.
no
is second
there's no
place,
pressure
right?
in second. It's like, yeah.
Nobody
I
remembers second
played
place,
competently, but not great.
Right. All right, so we'll start with that side of the table since you guys have not played it yet before.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's at first glance it kind of looks like worker placement, but it's really not since there's
And
not much blocking you can
Tony
do.
and I fought over this in our worker placement episode when he
Oh, yeah?
was my co-host about whether or not this was a sort of reverse worker placement because you're removing options, which is what a
action
worker
selection.
placement does, action selection. So yeah, but
Kind
yeah,
of is.
that's
There's really light on the
It's
blocking.
worker
but there's-
internment.
yeah.
right.
But yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Okay, all right. What'd you think about the port and the inn?
Well, I can't really compare them to the base game, but I liked the port mechanic, and I always like whenever there's a beer mechanic in a game.
Yeah, it's always
It's
good.
always fun. And I
It's,
did like the,
port and beer.
Right,
It can't be bad, right?
right.
And it's, the real unique about this game obviously is killing off your family.
Yep.
That's really interesting to kind of balance when you want to finish them off for
Yep.
fame.
Lizzie
unfortunately.
Borden would be proud. Matt?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Still trying to think of what I could have done differently. I missed out on a couple of market actions, and that hurt.
Mm-hmm.
When I should have got those, I had a couple where I could have done something, but I didn't have a green cube at the time. Should have got a green cube. Now I see why some people were hoarding them.
Yes. It's always good.
The port was fun. So I tried a little bit of everything. I didn't do too much at the end, but that probably hurt me trying a little bit of everything. But a first game, that's what I usually end
Sure,
up
yeah,
doing.
pull
Just to try
levers
to
and-
pull this lever, pull that lever, pull this lever a little bit, and see which lever I like for next game. So there will be a next game.
Right.
I definitely want to play it again. A couple of times actually, to get everything down. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
I forget, did we review this? I don't think we ever did we?
I think we did.
Did we?
Yeah, I'll have to.
I can't remember. Well, hold on. 99 episodes. I think we're entitled to forget one or not. Hold on. And the
That'd be
question-
going back
hold
almost
on.
like 3
99
years.
episodes and Village wasn't one? Just saying. So what'd you think?
Well, I like Village. I always have liked Village from the very first time I played
The
it.
fact that you still own Village
Yes.
says something. Because
Well,
you churn.
I'm a notorious renter of games.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Right.
But I'll never rent this. I rented my Village because there's just no reason for it to exist on the planet.
Harsh.
No, it's a fine game actually. I did like it, but I just like Village more than my Village, and so Village is what I'm going to play.
Okay.
So I got rid of that.
On
copy.
Planet Tony, my village does not exist.
That's right. But I like the base game. I like the inn. I like the port. I like the port better than the travel. I don't care if I play with or without the inn. I'll play. You know what I mean? It's fine.
I 100% agree with everything you just said. I prefer the port over the inn, over the travel, and I'm indifferent, no pun intended on this time, about the inn. I think the inn, take it or leave it, whatever.
Yeah.
But the port, and like Amanda said in her top 50, she says it's mandatory. I don't think it's mandatory, but I think it enhances the game.
Yeah.
And it makes the travel more interesting, at least to me it does.
If you're going to own one expansion, own port.
Correct. 100% agree with that. Cool. Yeah. I dig the game. I like the time mechanic. I think it's clever. And I don't know of many games where you try and kill your family members. And the timing of when you want to kill your family members and socking them away in the bag to be able to kill further generations is actually a pretty cool little twist on that,
As long as they stay there.
as long as they stay there, right? So yeah, all right, cool. So let's see. Craft Dragon says he calls it action drafting, like Rising Sun. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Andrew wasn't a fan of My Village. He says, not My Village, Your Village. No. Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. If you liked it, don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below and the little alarm bell for whenever we go live. That said, thanks to the 641 patrons we have. It says, well, somewhere down there at the bottom, if you want to support the show, you can pledge at hc.com. Quick reminder, Friday, so that today's what? Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So Friday, we're going to be doing Case 6, Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, live on Caffeine, caffeine.tv/heavy cardboard, 7:30 local time. That's 0230 UTC, if you guys want to join us. So,
Can't wait. I even have a special hat.
right, and and let's just say we have some stuff hooked up for Mike. Should be a good time. Cool. All right, so again, I'm Edward.
I'm Matt.
Michael?
Tony.
Cool. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Night, everybody.